do an intro.
Oh shit, we're recording. Right, hi guys, welcome to our second back rep. We got Dave.
Hello.
Dave's going to talk us through his list and he's going to play Andy, and then we get Andy's gorgeous little face on here. So we're going to flick up Dave's list. Boom, over my face, maybe.
Press the eye.
Oh, the eye. Dave knows how to use the
There you
computer. Oh, look at that, Dave. And you're on. Looking good.
Yes, so this is my list. I'm a Legions and Nagash player, specifically Legion of Night. My list, the big boss is Prince Vhordrai. So he likes to fly around, smash in and bash in. And we've got my Vampire Lord. He's my general, so his main job is bringing units back to life.
And usually you just stick him behind a rock.
I hide him as best I can, get him out of line of sight. I don't want people sniping him. If you take him out, then my army falls apart. That's the key to if you're ever fighting against the Legions and the Nagash player. Kill the general, kill the army.
Yeah.
2 Wight Kings are mostly there to give my skeletons a death save and just get in the way.
And so you got 1 on a Steed because it's free.
1 on a camel because the model is so good. Just had to have it.
So basically, you like the foot one and not the camel.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you need the speed sometimes. Like he was my general at one point before I had the Vampire Lord, so I used him for the speed again, just to run around and bring units back to life.
Yeah, nice little conversion would be nicking one of those OBR horses, getting a Wight King on there.
Oh yeah,
pretty sweet.
I'm not good at converting. Like I'm really bad at converting.
Not like me, where I just super glue it, stick it on, that'll do.
Yeah, it's just a big pile of glue.
Rest of your list.
So normally I run the Black Knights as 2 units of 5, but I thought I was kind of missing the big charge from a cavalry unit, so I decided to turn them into 1 block of 10. We'll see how that goes today. It's usually all right if it's an 18-inch mission. If it's 24, then they tend not to be as good. They end up just being a screening unit, but on an 18 you can get that charge off.
Yeah.
Move 12. They've got guaranteed charge of 6, so you can get that charge in. And 4 units of 5 direwolves. They're there to screen and to cause a nuisance. Now, being Legion of Night, I get the option to set 3 units into ambush. More often than not, I put 3 units of direwolves just to mess with my opponent's head. So yeah, then 2 units of 10 Graveguard. If they get the charge off and they get to fight, then they can do some damage. If they get charged, then they tend to just die.
Sweet.
And then, of course, big block of 40 skeletons. That's the kind of reason I started doing this list in the first place, was I just fancied big blocks of skeletons. I would one day like to do another block of 40, but I build up to that, I think, because that was hard work painting all that. An extra command point, which I forgot in our last game, actually. It was a bit annoying. Yeah. So,
Sweet.
1990 points in total. Might get a triumph, might not.
And you won the roll-off. Right, we'll get Andy over here. Andy, pop over here, buddy. Let's get rid of that. Check out my lovely hair. Boom, there we go. We got Andy's list up.
You got it up.
Oh, I've got it on the screen, mate, but at your age, I don't think you're going to be able to see that.
No, I can't see that. That's a chance.
That's brilliant.
Right.
I can see it.
Right, you want my list, yeah? So,
Yeah, let's go.
my loom boss on Manga Squig is my general.
Yeah, come on, Trey. Fight another day.
Fight another day, yeah.
What's
And are we using the realm artifacts?
No.
No, so...
Actually, Dave, have you got any realm artifacts? You haven't, have you?
No, the artifact I've got is Morbheg's claw.
Yeah, no realm artifacts for you, Andy.
Right, so I will have Clammy Cow.
Okay, cool.
So it's -1 to it.
Just when you look at the list, he's not having Doppelganger Cloak because that was bullshit.
Yeah.
And he's got Clammy Cow. What's Clammy Cow do?
So it's -1 to hit for general.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good artifact anyway, isn't it?
Huh?
Pretty good.
Yeah. We got 2 Fungoid Cave Shamans.
Yeah, sweet. 4 up, 3 extra command point. What's the spells? Hand of Gork.
Hand of Gork and Great Green Spite, which is for it'll be D6 for
Yeah,
40.
so you choose the big block of like 40
Grots.
Yeah. So the amount of grots, you pick one of your own units and then you pick an enemy unit, and the amount of grots that are there determines how much it does. So if you've only got one, it does like 1 mortal wound. If you've got 20, or is it 10, it does D3, and if it's 20 or more, it does D6.
So then I've got the Loon Boss.
Yeah.
And
that's just for the +1 attack command ability?
no, that's mortal wounds on 6.
Mortal wounds
for
on
the
6
grots.
command ability. Yeah.
So
That's what
on the wounds.
Unfortunately, I only run decent Gloomspite, trolls.
Yeah, well. Okay, so Web Spinner Shaman. It's got Sneaky Distraction.
-1 to hit bubble.
Yes.
Yeah, best spell.
12 inches. And then I got Loon Smasher Fanatics, 5 of them. 6 Rock Gut Troggoths.
Yeah.
The Sneaky Snufflers, that would be the pluses to hit for the grots.
Yeah.
And a Spore Splatters, which would be another plus to hit for the grots. Squig Hoppers, just for hopping around with the mortal wounds.
Extra objective
plus
little
they
grabbers.
make cheap battle line. And then I got 40 Stabbers and a unit of 20 Stabbers, and also a Mangler Squig as well.
Sweet.
I don't have
Scuttle-Tide.
I'm not running the Palisades.
No Palisades. So
just the Scuttle-Tide.
Just the Scuttle-Tide. Sweet, and the Web Spinner gets +1 to cast on that. Wicked. Cheers, Andy. I'm just going to get Dave over because he knows how to use the computer, and we'll just sort a couple of little bits, and then you guys get started, and I'll just chat some shit. How do I get rid of those old objectives and setup lines?
Oh wow, still got that.
Yeah, I forgot about them. Is that scenery?
Yeah.
What's that tape?
No. Mission. No. Oh my god. Turn. Oh, mission was that.
Yeah.
What on earth?
So just a few technical difficulties, but Dave's smiling, which is a rare occasion. If you screenshot that, you can save it as your background on your laptop.
Rude. Let's get rid of Andy's list for a start.
Yeah.
So we've got video capture as us.
Yeah. Right, we can flick that just down to the tabletop now.
Let's go tabletop.
Yeah.
We've got turn.
Oh, there we go. Because on
that.
here it's not on there. On there it is.
So
How
then do you need to transition?
Oh, yeah. Sweet. So we're playing focal points today. Hopefully you can make out the 5 objectives. I'll get the guys to put the.
Where are faces on that side?
I have no idea. Why?
Because I don't think it recorded it.
Oh well, you just talk through your list anyway. Doesn't matter if our faces are on there. We're still recording. So maybe you saw our list, maybe you didn't. I'll put them in the comments. As you can tell, we are well technologically advanced here. Just getting Andy to send us a list is hard enough. Boom, boom, boom. So I can flick out of studio mode. Oh, there we go. I have no idea what this big red line is, but I'm just going to do that. Boom. So, at the moment it's just me chatting away, but I got Ant coming down and he knows what Gloomspite do, which is brilliant. I also run a Trog list, but that's like just for fun. They're playing focal points today, so they're going to be 18 inches apart. Dave won the roll off, so he picked the sides. Still haven't worked out how to draw on the laptop. Need a second screen, so working on that. Loving the sticks. We've got like these big clear 6-inch objective markers, which are great. Just shows you for it just saves so much time on measuring and working stuff out. and you know, makes the whole game so much smoother. I wasn't sure at them at first when Harry from Morbheg Games just printed us some out and he dropped them off. I think the only place you can buy them at the moment is on the Honest Wargamers site. But Harry printed us these, and he just brought them down for us, and I was like, shit man, these are massive. But putting them on the tabletop makes it really good, really easy to play the games. So they're just going onto their deployment now, just having a little chat. Andy just looking confused. It makes the best thing about this game is, you know, like you could come up with a absolute you'd be like, right, so tactically they must do this, and then Andy will just do something completely random and you won't even expect it, because not through tactical brilliance, just through just being Andy. He's like, oh, this seems like a good idea, I'll give that a go. And sometimes it works and sometimes it's terrible. More than often than not, they're terrible. Now, focal points is on the mission. You get played in ages. So, if we go top left and bottom left of your screen, so if you control 2 of those objectives, it's worth 3 victory points. If you control 2 and 4, which would be the 2 on the left, 2 on the right, top and bottom, you'd score 3 victory points. If you control the centre objective, usually where a lot of the battle happens over the centre objective, or if you're quite a quick army, you might go for the double flanks. But you get 2 victory points for the centre. If you just hold a single objective, any of the 4 around the outside, that is only 1 victory point.
So when you start, you can only come out there.
As we're going through the setup now, Dave's just plonking down his grave sites. Oh, and Dave is going straight in with deploying his general on the tabletop. Might just flick these names around. Properties. And let's change that to Andy. Gloomspite. Oh yeah. So anyone who's subscribed, thanks for subscribing. And obviously we'll work on making each video better over time. But obviously this is not day jobs, just doing it for fun. So there's some great quality stuff out there, but we much prefer, like, to watch, we much prefer this, like a proper game. Doesn't feel fixed in any way, because they're just playing properly. There's no what would you call it, no incentive for like one army to do better than another. I don't know, say for example some Nighthorn beating some Lumineth because you're shit at the game. Yeah, so it's just 2 guys playing the game properly, and we'll see who wins. Okay, sweet. Got it the right way around. Oh, Dave's got a command point. So, I'll just chat some stuff. Ant's running late because he got up late and didn't pack his army for a game later, so hopefully we'll have a bit more back and forth there. Yeah, as I was saying, we much prefer like a proper style game where we can talk about their tactics, how to play the game. I find that for learning so much better. There's only really for us, we just watch a bit of Honest Wargamer, like the proper bat reps, not like a fixing with a surround and like a chatter and making mistakes with the rules. Like, guys are just going to play the armies that they know and play them to the best of their ability. Obviously we've all got a couple of armies. Dave runs Khorne and Legions. Andy's got his Gloomspite and his cities. James, who we had on last time with Henrik, James has got Khorne and Ogres. Henrik runs a lot of armies. Obviously, if they're not very good, Henrik's the kind of guy where he might put them back in the box and we won't see them till they get a new battle tome, like his Sylvaneth and his Nighthorn. Though the Nighthorn do come out for meet and engagements. We ran a meet and engagements tourney, it was wicked. I know, it gets a bad rep, but I've had like 2 great days of like meet engagements. One tournament we ran, but the best one I went to was the one run by Solar Wargamers. They're a great bunch of guys up there. I had a great laugh. But at our one, there was about 5 Nighthorn armies because they're all rapid, and speed wins the day. I enjoy that. Looking forward to seeing how many changes they made in this year's General's Handbook. So as you can see, Dave is at the top of the screen. I'm looking at everything backwards. It's got a nice, he's plonked his Vampire Lord down, and then he's just put 1 unit Direwolves into ambush, but he's lined his Knights up across. There's a nice big screen to get in the way. So by the looks of that, just plonking the screen down probably means that Dave will be giving away that first turn. He's going to out-drop Andy. Andy's 13 drops, Dave's 12, and Dave won the roll-off. And he's plonked down his like billion grots and his Loon Shrine. Now, if Andy's sensible, you'll see that centre objective. I've plonked a objective marker right in the middle of that 6-inch bubble. You'll see that if he's sensible enough, he'll keep his grots wholly within 12 of his Loon Shrine, and he'll run those grots up onto the objective, and then you've got 40 Battle Shock immune models stuck on that 2-point objective each time. And then obviously once those 40 die, he gets 20 back, then he gets 10 back. And if he gets them back each turn, they can win you the game, because they can just come back on an objective, and then you score those victory points at the end of your turn, and they come back at the end of your turn. So it's a nice little win for the grots on that one. It's a really cool mechanic, the Legion of Night, where you can bring on those models from the board edge. I'd like a big block of Grimghast Reapers coming on with a hero for a reroll on a charge. That'd be nice. Yeah, so he's put his second unit on. So the idea behind this is he's plonked 2 units down and he's plonked 2 units in the thing, but he gets to see where, obviously, Andy's put 4 of his units. So they would probably like plonk 1 or 2 more units down, then he might chuck 1 in reserves, and just to see where, trying to get an idea of where Andy's going to plonk his models down. You can win a game just by how you're set up. You know, like if you don't screen and you come up against something like Big War, you get a couple of more crushers to the face, or like 9 Gorgrunters turn 1, and then that's it, isn't it? This game, or like 3 Stone Horns, 4 Stone Horns. There's not really a lot you can do about it. So deployment, and the first couple of turns It's where the game's made, really. We like to see how games run 4 or 5 turns.
Worst model going.
Worst model going. Oh yeah, there's Dave's Wight King on camel. I'm quite a fan of the Wight King on camel. Oh, Ant's here now, so at least I've got someone to talk to. Right, buddy? Yeah, right, long time no see. Yeah, come and have a seat, mate.
Oh, good book.
Oh yeah, I've got my troll army in the box
you?
over there. Well, I sold my slaves.
Did you?
And then I bought a troll army, but I've still got to finish painting my Amber Guard army.
Alright.
And then I like playing with fully painted, so now I'm still playing with corn.
Who are you watching?
And we're watching Dave v Andy.
Oh yeah, okay.
So they've talked through their lists already.
Okay.
They're deploying. We got focal points.
Oh, nice one. This is good. Yeah.
But
Good
while they
setup.
deploy, you can. And the tattoo artist, so he got fucking stitched up hard by COVID.
Yeah.
But at least he paid his taxes all the time. So, you know, if you see people really whining, you'll be like, well, actually, they've not been paying their tax on national insurance, right?
Yeah.
Because if I hadn't paid my tax on national insurance, I'd have been fucked right now. We wouldn't be playing games with Warhammer on a Sunday. I'd be fucking pushing trolleys. Not that there's nothing wrong with it, but I'd be doing absolutely anything to like
Anything. Yeah.
to keep
You'd
the
be
shit
selling your
moving.
booty.
Yeah.
You'd start
Pretty
an
much,
OnlyFans.
mate. I'd be in Boscombe on like the side of the road, little side.
You could start your own niche. Don't
£20,
put that-
30 minutes, whatever you need. Knee pads on.
Very good at Warhammer roleplay.
Yeah,
That's your niche.
I mean, Anne does do like some really cool designs and stuff like that, and drawings. If you want to check out, do you stick your stuff on your Twitter?
Yeah, as a link because I can't bother because like I'm mainly through Instagram and you can link it to Twitter, so it's a single
Yeah.
upload. And I'm not on Twitter too much, but I am on there. I did some Warhammer-esque portraits for Tom Hewitt,
Yeah.
who is under at Battle Roll, I think. Is he Battle Roll?
Oh mate, I've literally got no idea. I can't remember people's faces, let alone their names.
Oh, Tom's the guy who looks like a space marine.
He
Like,
looks
the guy's
like-
massive. He's like 6'4" and like wide. So
Yeah.
he's just a walking space marine with a ginger beard. That's exactly how I drew him.
It's epic, mate. But what's your Twitter handle? I didn't even know what my Twitter handle
At
was.
OV9K.
Sweet.
It's like a old Dragon Ball meme. Power levels are over 9,000. It's cool.
I didn't think you weren't a fan of Dragon Ball when we talked about like anime and stuff.
I like the meme.
You were like, yeah.
The meme, but
yeah.
I've seen it.
We'll just put that in,
I've
by the way.
seen pretty much every episode. It's just that most episodes are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
At least you don't have to watch adverts now. Or
Oh,
wait
yeah.
like 5 episodes for a fight.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I watched it when I first watched it as a kid in the hospital. I just remember like, oh, okay, more adverts.
Yeah, if you actually want to just.
I'll actually comment on what's going on, maybe.
No, I mean, like, they're still deploying. But
Oh, fair enough,
So,
yeah.
well, we'll talk Amphro again, too. David's.
What have you got on the old the terrain features?
Oh, okay, right. So, we got to work things out backwards.
Oh yeah.
This small building at the top left, that is commanding.
Oh, okay. Let's ignore anything that isn't important.
The rest of it's like sinister or mystical. There's the
Yeah.
2 little
Mystical's
web gate
good.
portals at
Yeah.
the bottom here, so where Andy's deployment bay is. That's got an entangling on it,
Yeah,
So it
that
could-
can be annoying.
especially because Dave's running Legion of Night, so he can come on from the board edges.
Oh,
And he's got 3 units of 5 direwolves in reserve.
Yeah.
And Dave's obviously getting the choice. And Dave is just making a big screen out, so we're assuming that he's going to give Andy the first turn when it comes to it.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's a good tactic.
So as we
to
look
go.
at it, we're looking at Dave. To us, would be at the bottom, but how it comes up on the screen is Dave at the top. So everything's backwards.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, we did shifting objectives last time, which was easy to talk about because
Yeah.
there's like 3 across the middle.
Nice and easy. Yeah, you don't even
Yeah.
have to work backwards.
But we don't really need to this time
Is
because there's
Dave
5
taking the
objectives.
gash with him?
Huh?
Is Dave got
No, it's no nagash. Vhordrai,
Oh, okay.
Vampire Lord, 2
Yes.
Wight Kings.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So he's not taking their sort of a strong magic cannon that sits at the back and just Gatling guns out arcane bolt.
No, I mean like
Boring.
that style of army is also it's a 50-50 army, isn't it? So if you come up against something that can alpha strike him,
Dead.
yeah, and then the whole army's that's it. Whereas if you've got more volume, you're better suited to all round play. But if I'm wrong, stick it in the comments, tell us. But pretty much like
tell us we're wrong.
yeah, it does be wrong, but you get a KO alpha strike and you've lost 900 points off the table turn 1.
Yeah, you just need you've got
or even
face up against something with 2 more crushes in it.
No,
they
not
can
so
alpha.
Sure. Yeah, but they can't. Not really. They're fucking pie dishes, mate.
Yeah.
Pie dishes for something like that. I'm talking like KO in, boom. You're shot. You're shot off the table.
Like the old sort of like 2008 Stormcast alpha.
Yeah.
That's sort of fallen off meta now, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean like
It's fallen off meta. Like Stormcast generally have fallen off meta.
I don't know. I'm quite tempted to do another TTS tourney because obviously the Seraphon.
Oh yeah,
are
that's
rocking it at the moment. I got
when
me.
I saw that book.
No, I've got me.
Get in the bin. It's way too strong.
I've got me a nice little Stormcast list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mate. We'll quickly run through it, right? 2 times 2 Fulminators, 2 times 2 Tempesters.
Oh yeah.
Drake's one Templar, but he gets upgraded to a Celestin Prime in the new General's Handbook because of the points drop. Not Celestin Prime, a Lord Celestin.
Right, I was thinking like
Celestin
Prime. He's basically a god.
Celestin on a Star Drake, a Heralder.
Yeah.
And then you don't really. Oh, and Gabriel Shawheart, you ignore everybody else.
Okay.
Right, you stick that Gav Boy and the Fulminators in Deep Strike. Drop down, you shoot away the screen.
Yeah.
You always leave 1 model. There's. Drop 2 command points. Oh yeah, because you've bought an extra command point. You drop 2 or 3 command points, so you get +9 to your charge.
Yeah.
You're running and charging the Star Drake and all 4 units of Draconian Guard. So the 2 units of 2 Tempesters and the 2 units of 2 Fulminators. They're all doing D3 mortal wounds on the charge. You've heralded your Star Drake, so he's running and charging. And so you've cleared the screen. You've charged in. You've killed the salamanders.
This is a counter.
Yeah, counter Seraphon.
Counter Seraphon.
I was pretty shit against like a lot of armies, but I was like,
I was thinking about
you
it.
beat Seraphon with Stormcast.
I was just thinking like, where are your Seraphon in this list? But no, it's a counter Seraphon.
Counter
Okay,
Seraphon.
that's very cool.
Well, Mel's painting up her Seraphon at the moment, so I do end up with an extra army.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Yeah, it'll take I might have a Seraphon list in 2 to 3
Like
years.
you've got enough terrain.
Oh yeah, mate, I've still got. So James dropped.
Oh, you didn't even need to use my map.
No, James got. Well, I bought a load of PVC mats on the cheap, and then the map we're playing on now, Deep Cut Studios one. That's Harry's.
Yeah.
But Harry's not allowed out the house.
Is he not?
No, War Mill Games. Let's all send him a message to say that you feel for you. You got to do what your missus says, and he's not allowed out to come and play War Games.
Yeah.
So War Mill Games, send him a message. He's feeling pretty down at the moment because all he sees is us playing games.
It's a pretty good setup, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's just because dance school's closed, isn't it? They're not allowed to open. I'm not allowed to open, so I'll leave this set all set up. And obviously you can't really play this many people at the store. The store's quite closed, and he's only allowed at least Pete at our local store in Toyman, they're sticking to the rules for lockdown. I stick to the rules of my work, but not with my playtime.
Well,
I mean, we're about 6 foot apart between the tables.
Yeah.
Well, maybe more than 6 foot
the
apart.
actual tables are 6 foot apart, and then the people are standing in the middle of the table, so about 7 foot apart.
Game has started, see.
Oh, okay.
Still deploying. Oh, we got excited. We have to give people a time to when to start. We'll add that in. I'll be if you want to get to the battle.
So are you is everyone sort of rotating positions and then have one person commenting?
Oh no, we're just going to film one game and then we'll play a couple of games this afternoon.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean the plan originally was if we get 2 people that can commentate, and we could rotate and then film 2 in one day. But
If,
maybe
if
in the
Joe,
long run.
if Joe was allowed to
Yeah.
leave, he'd do it. But
I was messaging Matt from Pro Painted the other day.
Oh, yeah. What about Matt from Bag of Holding?
He's up for it. Oh yeah, I've been speaking to Matt as well.
Yeah,
He's back in the hobby now.
Yeah, he's
Back
probably
into AOS?
back at. You have to be. Yeah. He's a good guy. I like Matt a lot.
But yeah, so Matt from Pro Painted, I spoke to him, is whether or not I can organise it so that me, Dave, him and Joe can all be available on the same day.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to play my cup game with Joe,
Yeah.
Dave and Matt.
Oh, is that still
commentating.
going?
Yeah, well, we lockdown happened.
Yeah, I know, but just forgot.
It'll be like the first results in, and everyone will be like, "Oh, Corn's top of the meta." Corn and Feck.
That's quite funny.
But yeah, so hopefully we can get organise that, and then get 2 games. Dave gets to play Matt in the afternoon. Me and Joe commentate. Joe's obviously a much better commentator.
Oh, Joe knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dave and Matt commentating on mine and Joe's game, which would be good because Dave knows everything about the Corn Army and Matt knows a lot about the hobby.
Yeah. Is
And
Matt
also
still taking his bone?
getting those 2 together, they're like both love painting.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can't really see it here, but I know that both these armours on this table are beautifully painted.
Yeah, on the Twitter, I'll take a photo of both their armies. I might just quickly.
I painted a bunch of squigs in lockdown, and then I just got so busy.
Yeah.
I've been absolutely rammed with
Yeah,
other
me
stuff because I
too.
had to take on everything just to sort of like.
Deployment's over,
Oh, the lines are off.
and Andy's going first.
Okay.
So
So yeah, it's south side.
So we're gonna find out. Oh no, that's Dave. We're gonna find out how many command points Andy ends up with. What corner's the moon starting in, Andy? Sweet.
So bottom left to us.
Yeah.
That moon. Oh, have you seen my moon? You're
So where Andy's hand just went, that's where his moon is starting.
and it's got a light in it. Yeah, it glows. It's the most exciting thing that I have. Flashes and everything. It's brilliant. Yeah.
So Andy will top up his CPs in a sec.
He's on 2.
He's on 2.
Do you have Scragrot generating that, or is that
Fungoids.
2 fungoids? Okay, well I did well there.
Well, yeah, but also, so he made one for the turn. But he's not going to need so many in this because it's such a tight mission.
Yeah.
Obviously, Battle Shock immunity. I'm a little surprised that he's put his Rock Guts in a line over here.
Okay, yeah. Let's have a look at what has he got? Has he got sort of a large blob of
40, 20, and then his 6 Rock Guts.
And then I assume that is a Loon Boss General with Fight Another Day.
Fight Another Day,
Yeah.
Clammy Cow.
Clammy Cow, yeah.
So
we're doing shooting and
no realm artifacts, just because they're going to be gone in the General's Handbook.
Are they?
Good passes, yeah.
I think that's good because like there are just so many things. Like you put Fight Another Day and Doppelganger Cloak.
Yeah. So that's what
Impossible to
Andy
kill.
has it on his action
Yeah,
written
of course,
list.
of course they have that. Of course he does. Yeah, I'll be running the same. I'll be having the same thing. I've got a Colossal Squig in my list.
Love it.
What's this little line over here? Is that another unit of 20?
No, that's his Squigs. Squig Hoppers.
Squig Hoppers over
Unit
there.
5. I was quite impressed with them. I played Andy the other day.
The Bounders or the Hoppers?
Hoppers.
They're rubbish.
Yeah, but there's just like 5 models that can just
Go anywhere.
go anywhere. They're quite quick.
They can be. They are very, very random.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That is. But you just run them, don't you? They're not there to fight anything or
No.
kill anything.
No, they're there to take an objective turn 1 or hold on and take
Or
an objective
screen
at
and-
turn 5.
Yeah.
Or
I think
screen.
People get carried away. They think everything needs to be able to kill something,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. You need what?
They are-
3 to 4 main
They're
threats,
90 points
and
though,
then
aren't
a load of.
Yeah, they're 90 points. For me personally, I'd rather take Bounders. They
So
can,
look.
I'm pretty sure they're 90 points. because bounders are in
Boom,
like
there
10
we
more.
go. That's Andy's list there. So he's got, just 5 squid coppers, 5 spore splatters, 5 loon smashers, 6 rock guts,
Yeah,
6
90 points.
snufflers, 40 and 20, and spare mangler. So a couple of.
You've got 2
Loon
manglers?
yeah, 2 manglers. He's got loon boss and mangler,
Yeah.
and he's got a mangler.
Where's the second mangler?
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
they're there and there. It's hiding in
next
the
to each
terrain.
other. They like to have a little cuddle.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Well, I took my 2 manglers against you. I took 3 against you, didn't I?
yeah. But that was
And then
different.
I sold one on eBay because I don't need 3.
I don't know, it was just a bad matchup as well. You just charged everything in, and then
That's
I was
what they
like,
do, isn't it?
And all my stuff was off the board, and it was like, I'm going to come on and kill them all now.
Yeah, they didn't do very well actually. But that's the thing with manglers. They are. Well, it's my favourite thing about Gloomspite generally. It's just RNG victory.
See there, Andy's obviously got Scuttle tied off.
Yeah, Scuttletide's amazing. Oh, Scuttlitide is
Straight
the best
into those black
spell
knights.
ever.
Just to pin them.
Well,
As well, yeah, do
unless
some
you have good
different
dispelling,
ones.
it is the most annoying thing in the game because it's not what it does on casting.
Yeah.
It's what it does to your ability to deploy around and what it does to you when you move into it because it activates on a movement and a charge. So if you end a movement or a charge within 6 inches of that bad boy, you suffer the D. Yeah, it's D5 4 ups do mortals. No, it's D6 and 4 ups do mortals. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. No. Hold on, there we go. We'll get it up.
Get the rules up.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's right here. I have to, but yeah, I haven't.
I think it's 5 ups, do mortals, 6 dice.
No, it's 4s.
Is it really
It's
4s?
4s, yeah, 'cause it's really strong.
I think it's 5 ups. We'll have a look. And it's going through the book. I'm on the app. Scuttle Tide. It's a winner.
The
Casting
app is
value of a
definitely
7.
faster.
Yeah, 5 ups, 6 dice.
5 up, 6 dice. Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
But like,
Still,
for the points,
just 30
yeah.
points.
yeah.
And but it's the area of denial that it really
Yeah.
does. And if you don't have someone that can unbind that, it's strong. And then
Yeah.
that takes it takes a spell slot away because you're using an unbind.
Yep.
It's really for 30 points. It's mad. And then the other ridiculously strong thing in the Gloomspite end of spells is Mork's Mighty Mushroom.
I do love the mushroom. But for 90 points, it's really difficult to fit in a list.
It is difficult to fit in a list, but it is the strongest counter you can get to a Horde army.
Yeah.
To put 90 points down and you win against all Horde armies, it's like, okay, yeah.
Because,
You just win.
oh, we're into some movement now. And he's going to chuck those 40 guts. What we can think is that he's probably going to bring those 40 guts straight onto that centre objective, but keep them wholly within 12 of the moon.
Of the Loon Shrine,
Yeah.
and then they turn from like being squishy and then scared to being squishy and like the bravest things in the world.
Yeah.
Because even with a low armor save, 40 wounds is hard to get rid of, and you still have that -1 to your hit roll. And so like 1/6 of your hits are gone.
It's also, he's got sneaky distraction on his web spinner. So we'll find out. I'll find out in a minute whether or not he got that off. I'll let them do their movement.
Sneaky distraction.
12-inch bubble of -1 to hit.
Yes. It's quite high to cast. And it's wholly within 12 inches.
Wholly within, yeah.
So it's okay. It tends to only be good sort of turn 3 or 4, because then things get tighter.
So I don't know.
Everything dies, doesn't it?
I've been running it on the web spinner on a Ragnarok.
Bigger base.
Yeah, bigger base. Combine that with the
natural. It's got a
headdress minus, and then you combine that with Geminids.
Yeah, and then you're -3 to hit.
Yeah.
And then you can also combine that with Fell Waters or a little netto. You can up to -5. I mean that's a pretty unique scenario.
Yeah.
That won't actually happen. Who else is quite good? The troll. She's got a spell for a -1 to hit.
Yeah.
And so
It's still a lot of points, so
she's a lot of
she doesn't
points.
fit in the battalion.
No, well, I thought you were a troll battalion, aren't you?
Yeah, Trockherd. She doesn't fit.
Oh, sorry,
She doesn't
I'm
go in it.
thinking purely theme.
Purely theme, yeah.
I think
For
she's good.
my purely theme, I have a War Master troll
Yeah.
as my web spinner on foot.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I'll get him out in a bit.
Oh, have we seen, or 'cause I've been so busy, I haven't looked at Warhammer in ages. But the Sons of Behemoth, what are they actually like? Have they
Well,
been-
we've
do
seen
they have a
nothing
book?
yet.
Okay.
GW are trying to sell us Lumineth, and all we want to do is buy Giants.
Oh, I know people are buying Lumineth. Matt bought Lumineth.
Yeah, I know, Matt. But to be fair, I
think
like
they're cool.
the Spearmen and the Horse.
I think it's going back to more fantasy sort of stuff.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think
it's fine.
they just need to change the promo team a little bit. Because they're like, right, here's some cows.
I like Lumineth. I think
And
they're
then,
cool. I wouldn't buy them personally, but
Yeah, I wouldn't buy them because I wouldn't want to paint them. Elves are a ball ache to paint, unless you're a painter.
yeah,
If you're like arty,
and then you have
To
because
me,
it
that's-
has to be really neat.
yeah,
It's not like a bit of this
yeah,
there, but it's like no, it's
Well,
like
it's not
paint
like-
that line sharp.
yeah. It's not like I'm gonna spray red, wash brown, dry brush different colours of red, highlight red. Done.
Yeah, you should stick to chaos and tyranids, mate. Beastie armies. Oh, I can have-
As we can see now, like Andy is trying to screen out that bottom left objective, but he's also very wary that Dave can obviously come on at any board edge.
Oh yeah.
So he's pushed up a little bit. Other than the Black Knights and Vhordrai, it's quite a slow army.
Yeah.
But what Andy does have to be careful of is Battle Shock. I mean, obviously,
And that's
command
why
point
you- that's why
auto
you-
pass,
Yeah, that's
but
why you need those fungoids because they need to
Yeah.
be within 6.
yeah, or 12 of the general.
12
So,
the general.
and he's
but-
going to be bouncing around.
Yeah, he's going to be all over the place because Dave has no shooting.
Vhordrai's got one shot.
Let's take down the
8-inch
Mangler, though.
bubble. It does 6 mortal wounds.
Oh, okay.
If it
Well-
goes off, and I think it's like a 3 to hit or something.
Well, he'll be glad for that clammy cow then, won't he? He's -1 to shooting as well.
It's an ability, not
Oh,
a shot, so it doesn't affect it.
Oh, okay.
Here we go, Vhordrai.
So with an ability then?
Yeah,
Because
Breath,
if you-
Breath of Shyish. So on a 3+, suffles the mortal wounds of the chart, and it starts at 6.
Oh.
So it's just a 3-up. So even though it's a shooting attack, it's kind of like
It still counts
so
as
like
shooting attack. It's under shooting, is it?
yeah. So
okay.
so for example, yeah.
Oh, so it's not a shooting
It's
attack.
like the rock guts
It's in the
throwing
shoot-
stone.
Yeah. Oh no, that is a shooting attack.
And that is also an ability. It's not. It's
Is
not.
it?
It's just an ability, mate.
Well,
So you
that's
can
not a
run
shooting
and
attack.
throw a rock. Right, you need to get a grip with your army.
Oh, mate, I barely read rules. I paint things, and that's probably why I always lose. Thing is, I tend to handicap myself more
because
than anything.
throwing boulders is an ability.
It's an ability,
you can
not a
run and
shooting
do
attack.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You run into it, and you can do it to anyone, even if you're in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, so it's
So
a,
you
it's a
don't.
good
You're not
sniper.
restricted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a pro against the Fell Waters.
Yeah.
Because they're only 10 points more, but they're a lot better. Yeah. That -1 to hit is just better
Well, I
than
don't
+1 to
know.
save.
Like, yeah, but the 5-up feel no pain.
Yeah.
The volume attacks.
Yeah.
The feel no pain. Like, it's a troll made of rock. It should have had a better save. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So you can see Andy's pushed up. He's left his 5 little squig hoppers there. But to me, right at the bottom between the Mangler and the squig hoppers, looks like there's a nice big gap to get in.
No, you've got a second
Oh
Mangler
yeah,
there.
second Mangler there. So
Yeah, in that terrain.
and they're quite quick as well. So
Manglers, what I love about Squig armies is you cannot rely on them for anything.
yeah,
They can overachieve and do mad things, and they can also underachieve and move 3 inches with
Yeah.
3 dice, and you're like, cool. You can put them in a battalion to re-roll that, but unless you're running an all Squig army, it's never worth it.
yeah.
I think you just put a big smile on and go, I'm playing a silly list. It's great fun.
Well, yeah, like we've had some fun. Like I said, I ran a pure troll list. I think people need to just have a bit more fun with it.
Yeah.
Play
I think-
competitively with shit lists.
Yes,
Like,
that's the way to do it, and be happy to lose.
yeah, I never
yeah.
ever get caught up in the meta because you buy an army because you want to get it painted, even if you're not a painter. Because
Yeah.
I'm not very arty. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I've been working on the same
But
army for about 3 years. Still not done.
Get it all painted. Oh mate, my corn's out of control. It's
It's
like,
massive.
yeah, I mean like there's 2 boxes over there, and then it fills up like 3 shelves.
Really?
It's like, and then I've still got stuff to paint, but I'm really fighting to force myself to paint my anvil guard.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Harry working because I have to customize everything.
Yeah.
I've got Harry working on some customized archers
Yeah.
for the Gloomspite because I've just mono post is annoying me too much. And we're going to build a new colossal squig as well, which would be cool.
Sweet.
So yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment. But the list I brought today is majoritively painted.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from the trolls, because I just don't. I would see myself buying fell waters and filling out the list. I just don't see myself doing the rock guts. So I just
Yeah.
left them unpainted because I can't be bothered.
Love it, mate.
They might get a spray in the contrast for tournaments if I have to.
So we on to Dave's turn now.
Okay, yeah. So
So
you just set up a nice big
start
blob of
of
screen.
Dave's hero phase. So at the start is always the dispelling of endless spells before shit happens. Really.
Roll the 3.
Roll a 3. Oh, okay. So there is no dispelling on that. That Scuttle-Tide
Oh.
went from being a minor spell to now very, very annoying.
Yeah. Well, I think it'll just run around the edge, be able to take a few more mortal wounds. Dave doesn't care because for a command point he's coming back. Let's just change that. So he's on 2 command points now. He's probably going to stock them up because that attrition that you get with Legions of Nagash, which is sometimes underrated because new armies come out and people beef it up on the internet. But for a command point, bringing back a 240 point unit or 40 skellies, or
Yeah.
say Dave likes Graveguard, so he's painting up loads of Graveguard because they look nice and he likes the aesthetic.
They're cool.
Someone
They're
more
really
competitive might run 30 Grimghast Reapers,
Yeah.
but chucking in 30 Grimghast Reapers, killing some stuff, dying, and then coming back for command point.
Yep, pretty strong. Yeah. And at any form, because I mean, a lot of AOS is about attrition, really.
Yeah, surviving more units.
Get on the objective and then survive. It's it's the scariest thing about naked dwarf and dwarfs, whatever they're called, fire slayers.
Fire Slayers, yeah.
Scariest thing about them, they get onto an objective. Good luck.
To be fair, like, they've kind of grown on me. I've seen some really quite cool different schemes.
Yeah,
Paint
yeah.
schemes now, like
If they had some more models,
Well,
there would
it's
be a
not
very
that,
tempting
yeah.
army. But it's just a lot of. They think they have 4 kits, 5
yeah,
kits.
Yeah, 5 kits.
And then you compare that to something like Gloomspite that has like
yeah,
15
all corn,
corn or any chaos,
Yeah,
all
any
chaos
chaos,
because
yeah.
it crosses from 40k over, so you get
Yeah.
loads and loads of kits. Stormcast has loads of kits, Seraphon has loads of
Legions,
kits,
yeah.
Legions have loads of kits because they're new. The Fire Slayers are new.
I thought they kind of restricted themselves, but that's just our opinion. They restricted it by saying, "Look, here you go. Here's a dwarf army, but it's all slayers."
It was
Instead of-
early AOS
yeah.
though. It was early. It was 2017, I think.
Well, I missed it, mate. I was like still setting up my gym and then working like 7 days a week.
In fact, if you look at all the earlier lists,
Yeah.
when Iron Jaws were still Iron Jaws, they had like 4 or 5 kits.
Yeah,
You had what? The Big Pigs, Maw Crusher, Brutes, the old Black Hawks, which are now Ard Boys, and then 2 heroes. You had 7 kits in an army,
Yeah.
and that hasn't really changed.
so what we're seeing here is Dave is going to take a few more mortals from that Scuttle-Tide.
Yeah.
So he's definitely paying his 30 points worth, but he's looking at trying to probably clear out some of these grots on the objective, but I'm a little wary whether or not he's going to get enough models on there. So even 10 Black Knights, they'll do quite a bit of damage. He could kill half, he could even kill like 30 odd, but they're battle shock
mortal
immune,
wounds from that
and
first
those
Scuttle-Tide.
25 mil bases,
Yeah.
that's a winner right there. Stuff on 25 mil bases.
It's hard. It's just
Yeah.
hard. And then -1 to hit from those.
So that's 3 mortal wounds through there from Andy's little Scuttle-Tide.
definitely paid for itself.
Yeah,
Turn 1.
definitely. And that was just on those dire wolves. Lots of measuring, lots of sticks coming out. Sticks are much better. It's just so much more accurate just to lay it flat, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just a nice visual representation as well. You sort of know what's going on. If you have anything that can deep strike, essential, you need those 9-inch sticks.
Yeah, 9-inch sticks, 6-inch sticks, but just lying it down flat is so much more accurate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dave's very strict on his measuring. Some people aren't, I would say. Like people like Harry, just like tape measure everywhere. Dave's very strict. He's very spread out on that back line. So he's there to avoid the hand of Gork from the fungoid.
We got a hand of Gork on the table.
Hand of Gork, and we know that. Dave doesn't know, but it's a safe assumption. Like the Andy, those 5 those 5 fanatics are in that unit of 20 grots in the corner with the fungoid over there.
Probably, yeah.
And we know that.
I've taken the list.
Yeah.
The fungoid, the Loon Smasher explosion is about like 30-40 Loon Smashers, and then just spells at the back, and that's it. And then you just teleport them into the back line and just smash.
So when do you have to pick? Do you have to pick on your list, or is it before the battle?
As you deploy.
You see, as you deploy on this mission, so Andy's very used to sticking those 5 fanatics inside his unit, but it's much better that you can do it in his unit of 20. But in today's one, I would have definitely put them in that unit of 40, because that's going to guarantee that you hold that objective, that top objective, for an extra turn.
It's that objective there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I would have released them there and you get put a 3-inch bubble. So you can see where that 3-inch bubble is away from those black knights. Because you have to deploy 3 inches away from the enemy.
Yeah, but he could just put them here on the right hand side.
On the right hand side of that castle,
tower.
Which means that those black knights would not want to charge that close to the objective because they will get eaten.
Yeah. But obviously we know that Andy's plonked them in this unit of 20 down on the corner.
It does mean, because Andy has done, because the way to shut down Dave's army is to take out his leaders, which stops the respawn.
It's only the general that does the respawn,
okay.
And that's the little vampire lord that's hiding up by the church.
And that's the vampire lord that
you see the vampire lord there, just stood in the middle of like the big circle that no one can get
to. And that's exactly why that screen is there.
But actually, these manglers could get up and get in there.
Yes, he has.
Depending on how Andy rolls his dice, he's rolled some good dice already, so he's probably going to roll 3 1s to move.
Well, the Mangler's charge is good because it's its own hero. The Loon boss is its own hero, so he can re-roll his charges. Yeah. And I don't think Andy's going to be too CP heavy this game because the terrain has allowed him to deploy that Loon Shrine in the middle of the board.
Well, not in the middle. It's 12 inches away from the enemy territory, isn't it?
But it
covers the middle objective.
But he has to be 3 inches away from terrain features, and if you've got some big terrain features, you're like, this is really in the way.
I do think that the main thing that people miss in the game, well, we definitely missed when I was getting the guys together to play. Sometimes at the stores, there are not enough big pieces of terrain, like line of sight blocking terrain. You guys can't see it on the camera, but that tower is as bigger than the Loon Shrine. It's a little bit taller.
Yeah, a little bit taller than the Loon Shrine.
A little bit taller than the Loon Shrine, and it's good to have some decent pieces that are proper line of sight blocking.
Yeah, I've got a couple, but like those, I bought those. Usually bring those big rocks with me, which are actually tend to be more of a handicap to my own list than anyone else's.
Dave can't fail this charge because they've got an innate ability on their Wall Skull Black Knights. Same with the Skellies. There's always a 6.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He's going to use Vhordrai's ability on those grots, so if he just rolls a 3+, they're going to take 6 mortal wounds, but he failed his ability there. But, it's going to go off at an important time. Like, straight into that Mangler.
That's what he needs. Those Manglers are the biggest threats to his army, I think. think if I was
Yeah, so Dave just rolled a double 1 for his charge.
still passes, isn't it?
Well, no, yeah, they automatically
Yeah.
go 6. So
Yeah,
I think that's a great little
yeah.
mechanic. Like, it's a nice little war scroll thing. Because it's not a roll, something like Corn Demon Principality doesn't affect it. 'Cause it's like, we always go 6.
It is nice to take up those rare moments where you roll that double 1, because a double 1 there for Dave would almost be a game destroying.
Oh, I don't know, because we've got, obviously this is only the first turn, so whatever happens in this combat, and then say if Dave gets a double turn now.
Yeah. Oh, I love the double turn mechanic.
So I didn't update Andy's victory points. Let's do that. So Andy is on 4. 4.
Is
2
it
for the middle.
2 center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's Dave.
Oh, focal points, of course.
Yeah. And Andy is on 4. My bad. We just got carried away chatting shit. So Dave's looking at scoring 2. If Andy's sensible here, he's only going to take Black Grots away, isn't he? Grots aren't on the objective. He'll pile more in. He'll outnumber on the objective. So Dave will only score 2, depending. Like,
It's kind of a funny way to play AOS, because obviously he's going to have his nets at the front, and they become this invincible unit just because.
Surprised Dave didn't spend a command point there just for all out attack. Because if he plots all-out attack on those knights, reroll 1s to hit, they're doing 2 damage each on the charge. So a lot of attacks. We'll see how many Grots die now. We're going to find out in a second.
Dave doesn't have any victory points. He's only got 2 command points.
He's probably racking them up, waiting. So he's got no command point generation.
Yeah.
In this game.
So he needs to make sure he has spare command points for
bringing units back.
And that's something he would need.
Do you see these units at the top corner here? They're off the board. So
how much does he have off the board? Just
3 units of 5 direwolves.
Oh, they're not strong though.
No, but they're just
objective grabbers.
Yeah, objective grabbers, which is. If you look on the right hand side here, Andy, if he moves those manglers, that's going to create some form of gap.
Yeah, and then it's into the back line. And then then he can start shutting down those fungoid shamans.
I mean, those trolls can put out some hurt, like proper hurt.
Yeah, and they can do nothing.
They can do nothing.
They're great. I love them. Oh, they just. They just feel their way through the battlefield. It's like, what's your list? What's your list doing? You've troll lists. Like, I don't know. Depends how the trolls feel today. Like, they might be feeling pretty tough, or they might just be interested in that rock over there. They're great. RNG victory. It's brilliant. It's so much fun.
Andy's just slowly removing lots of grots.
By the trays.
5-10. So that -1 to hit from the net is lovely.
Yeah, if you can make that scarier.
Stack it, yeah.
A lot of people put the Arachnarok down and then use the sneaky distractions and just make this big bubble.
Yeah.
But
it's a lovely little bubble.
The thing about the Arachnarok is it doesn't fly. You may be able to move over terrain, but it doesn't fly, so it can be hard to position it in the right place if you're running like 60 plus grots. Because we're
going to find out how many grots are dead in a minute. Doesn't look like there's many left out of a big block of 40 there.
No, they went down quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's still trying to get rid of a lot of the wounds.
If Dave has a double here, he's just going to plough straight through the Gloomspite, isn't he?
Yeah. But they come back. No, it's just a free ability. They come back.
Oh well, I played Andy last time. Well, not on stream, but I played him the other day, and they came back 3 fucking times on an objective.
They can only come back once.
Well, I don't know, because it comes back 40 to 20, then I wipe out the 20, it comes back as a 10. No. So Andy cheated in our last game. Just saying that.
Comes back once.
Well,
that'd be really good.
Huh? Yeah, they don't come back every turn.
That's something. I'm not great at rules, but that is something I'm pretty sure of.
Well, Ad's going to double check them.
I'm going to double check that. It should be under the Loon Shrine part.
So there looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 grots left out of 40.
Wow.
So Dave's walked in and he's ploughed 28 grots.
With that, there you go, lead abilities.
But as we said, Andy is going to pile in, so he's still going to outnumber on that centre objective. But if Dave gets the double, there's going to be some real trouble there. So Andy's just talking through his buffs. The Spore Splatters already buffed those grots, and then what are the other guys?
What's going on?
So Andy was just talking through Dave, so he's getting +1 attack from, what is it, the Spore Splatters or is it the Snufflers?
I don't know, but they both do +1.
They both do +1, so he's getting +2 attack each on those grots.
Depending, I don't know, because you...
Yeah, they're both in range.
But yeah, but the Snufflers you select, the Spore Splatters are a AoE.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but he's got both of them in range of those grots.
Okay, so I would assume that he put the Snuffers on it because it's a free thing. But yeah, it's for the grots coming back. Each unit that is destroyed can only be replaced once. Replaced units cannot replace themselves. Replaced units cannot themselves be replaced. So it is very clear. It says it sort of it says it twice.
Oh.
But I mean, imagine having a unit of 120.
Well, you see, Andy did it to me 3 times.
I mean, it's fun to do that.
I think it should be a rule.
I would love it as a rule. I don't think it would make them much stronger.
No, they're not. I think it's fair rule.
I think it's fun, especially with the level of lists that are coming out at the moment. I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But the things that can make grots funnier, the better.
Yeah.
And it really sticks to their sort of theme of being like fungus, just annoying and hard to get rid of, but not a threat. We all know that the strongest things in Gloomspite are the fanatics and the mind.
And do you know what? These grots are nails, mate. They're not running away to some undead skellies.
Yeah, that Loon Shrine. Nope, he is not going nowhere. What I do find really funny is when you have, because you're getting a lot of these big terrain features now that you put down for free, and they're like quite big things that, you know, in real world terms it take quite a while to build.
Yeah.
And so these guys are like, why did you build these two things next to each other?
Yeah.
How did that happen? But I think the Loon Shrine like erupts from the earth, and there's a similar thing with the biggest piece that we have, which is the Bone Reapers.
Yeah, the Bone Reapers skeleton.
Erect fucking boner that just comes out of the ground.
We'll have to say that. It's like one of the best comments. Like the Bone Reapers boner.
Bone Reaper boner, and it comes up straight up in the middle as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's even more
water.
obnoxious than that. You move terrain around it. It gets to put itself down.
Well,
so
actually,
at tournaments,
technically it goes down before the terrain, but we rule in tourneys. Like you can move 3 pieces of terrain, so that you can put it down, and then your opponent puts 1 piece of terrain down, you put 1 down, and then your opponent puts 1 down.
Oh yeah.
Just to speed up the game, because at tourneys you just want everything set up, ready to go, don't you?
Yeah.
And then just speed the gameplay.
A rule that was not thought about for tournaments.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think. Let's not slate GW too much, but latest White Dwarf article. Marauders are often underestimated. It's like, mate, do you even play the Marauders?
Marauders?
The best unit in the game? Well, not in the game, but have you not seen the latest White Dwarf? There's a little clip. It's like, Marauders are often underestimated. No, mate, they're like the best unit in the Slaves book.
Yeah.
Do the GW team even play the game?
So annoying. The best model in that book is the ugliest model. They're so ugly, and it's so annoying because the Slave to Darkness models are amazing.
So it looks like Andy is going to hold that middle one. So Dave is only going to score 2 victory points here. Big priority roll.
Okay, zoom in.
Zoom in.
That is a 6.
Andy has got the thing. So it looks like we've got a game. If David,
no, it's Dave that got the double.
Andy got the priority, but if Dave got it. Oh shit! Wow.
Okay.
I was going to say it might look like we've got a bit of a game on. I reckon we'll get Andy tabled by turn 3.
You never know. Andy could get the rest of the priorities. He still has 2 cannons.
Well, he can double him back, can't he?
Yeah. There's still more turns in the game. But that was a big swing, that double turn now, big swing. But I love that mechanic. I love that can just like
Switch
flip a
up,
game. Because we are playing a dice game, and I like that it's RNG, more RNG.
Random. I like random.
Randomly generated. Random number generation.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like random stuff as well.
Yeah, love it.
I think like.
I think it's like
Obviously, competitive wargamers don't like random as much. They like things with fixed stats and fixed numbers.
yeah, it's reliable. It's the way to win.
But I don't like reliability because it's not fun.
Yeah,
But
no.
it depends what your interpretation of fun is.
Yeah. There are like if you're very invested into sort of winning a game for whatever reason, and then you lose. I think it's a 1 in 32 chance of like rolling a double one.
Let's see what's going on. Is Dave trying to dispel that scuttle tide?
I can't get the dice.
He failed to dispel
Again.
the scuttle tide.
So how many wounds did it put? I assume the Scuttle Tide put wounds onto.
Some dire wolves and some on the Black Knights. We're going to see if it puts any on.
So when it moves, it's a single selection.
Yeah. But did Andy even move it? He just
He moved it a little bit.
Yeah, he moved a little bit just to hit Mouldy Boy.
Yeah, Mouldy
But
Boy.
then that happens before Mouldy Boy. Vhordrai heals his wounds.
Yeah.
So it's really going to do nothing. Yeah.
It would have been wiser to move it onto those 4.
Unless Andy rolls like 5 6s. So let's put.
I have done it before where I put that thing down turn 1 and then taken out a
Dave
very
is up
central
to 3 command points now.
hero.
And he's just going through bringing back units, bringing back models. So the only thing that's really been affected is the Black Knights and the Direwolves. So he can only ever get away with. So if there was an extra wound on one of them, he'll only heal 1 wound. But if they're all at full wounds, what will happen is he'll bring back a whole model that he did there. But when it's like on a unit of skellies or something like that, and you get a 3, yeah. Single wound models it works better on.
I like rules like that, but it's really simple and makes sense.
Yeah.
GW have done a great
And
job.
so Vhordrai and then the Vampire Lord. So the Vampire Lord, you see there, he's sat inside that little. So yeah, all of the healing happens within a range of the grave sites.
Yeah.
In the range of a model, which is kind of cool. I like that mechanic.
It's a strong one. You can shut down that healing though, can't you, if you put yourself on top of it? No, you can't. You can't shut down the healing.
But you can shut down where he can bring back units.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's going to be wholly within range of the gravesite, and then he needs to get the hero within there. It's where the meme kill the heroes.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons where kill the heroes comes from is you kill the heroes in the Legions and the Nagash army.
It's pretty similar with all armies. Kill the heroes. Anything you've got a strong hero snipe on, you've got a good shutdown.
I don't know, some armies I find almost with slave starters.
They need to shut down their heroes.
You can run a pretty decent list of like just some cheap heroes and then loads of bodies.
Oh, what Marauders?
Yeah, loads of Marauders, or even Knights. Knights are pretty good.
I swear that you buff the Marauders through the heroes though, and then they go from like okay to amazing.
Yeah, but they're still pretty amazing. Like they're basically
base,
two attacks base. More than 20 models, they got rend.
Yeah.
More than 10, they get +1 to hit.
Yeah.
Or is
And
it
then
+1
they're
to
like
wound?
60 points for 10.
No, 150 for 20, but they're going up to 160 for 20. So 150 is 75 for 10 models. But do you know what? The thing that makes them so good is the base size, because they're on a small base. Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, if you just update that model and then put it on a bigger base, and they're like, oh no, but we've got prettier models.
Yeah,
I'd be so down for that. Prettier models all the time.
100%, mate. Like how models look, but I like the look of old models.
Some of them. Not Marauders.
What did I get through in the post the other day? I got a old dwarf elder model, so I can take the swords.
Dwarf models.
So I can take, but I'm talking like 1980s model. So I can take the sorceress out my Living City army and put a dwarf in as my battle mage.
Oh, sick.
So it keeps the theme of all dwarves. I've got like a forest dragon, and I've got obviously some models have made it over to my anvil guard. and so I want to keep everything as dwarves. So I've got
Yeah.
Bugman ready to go on top of a forest dragon.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll have a
With
great,
his can of
whenever
beer.
this relaunch of the old world happens, you'll have a pretty good fantasy army.
I don't think I'll play it, mate.
I'll have a look at the rules.
I'll have a look. I might do one army, but
I think it'll bring a lot, because have you seen how big the Total War Warhammer community is?
yeah.
It's huge. And then they look over to the models and they're like, oh,
But
where's the army I like?
but do a lot of them play the computer games because they don't want to paint the whole army?
Probably.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. It's
Makes sense. And also you just ported over some of the Total War's got a huge franchise.
yeah.
You ported over a bunch of them.
So you can see Dave is obviously bringing across those direwolves to screen out, not to screen out, to add numbers onto the centre objective.
And to screen out that, because Andy has all his threats still on his back line. He has played this game very reserved. Andy's threats are the 2 manglers and that unit 20 with the, which we now definitely know for certain have the.
So the Graveguard up
Fanatics
here and the Wight King, they're just going to block out those trolls from getting to Dave's back objective. He's screened out the top left objective, and it looks like he's going to look at trying to get Vhordrai in to smash some trolls.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the threats that Dave is facing at the moment is he's got an exposed right flank at the top there, which could get fanatic bombed.
I don't know, he's got...
You've
here.
got space there. And remember they release 3 inches away, so they're not doing a 9-inch charge. They're doing
a 6-inch charge.
6-inch charge,
Yeah.
yeah. And you combine that with cogs, they're doing a 3-inch charge. No, 4-inch
He hasn't
charge.
got, Andy hasn't got cogs.
I know,
so
but like
yeah.
it's the fanatic bomb that I run.
Yeah. I've been using cogs.
Cogs are strong. The annoying thing about cogs is you do benefit the other player sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like cogs on Scraggra is great. You put cogs and the Arachnid Cauldron on Scraggra, and he just turns into just a spell like tank. Just throws out every spell of the Gloomspite list. He turns into a mini nagash.
Well, I like the Arachnid because under the light of the moon, with your cauldron up, and then you've got some rock guts in front of you as a shield.
Oh yes, so many.
So strong.
You're
Well, I've talked to Andy about it because he always struggles with his spells, and
Yeah.
I'm like, all you need is an Arachnid, because that's
Plus
plus
one.
one inherently, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then nowadays you need those pluses. In this game, it doesn't really affect it. But say you come off against Seraphon, Lumineth, Khorne, Legions with Nagash, OBR with Nagash.
OBR.
What's his name? Arkan. Yeah, all of that is going to shut down your magic.
Yeah.
If you haven't got those bonuses to cast, so if you haven't got the moon, and the moon's only +1, and some of those spells are quite hard to get off. 7 means it's 50% chance.
Yeah, yes.
Whereas they're like guaranteed that magic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whereas you've got that Ragnarok, Cauldron,
Plus-
and the moon, and if you get lucky, you've got Arcane soon, yeah, +4. Always looking for that arcane terrain.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting. I haven't looked too much at the links. We'll see if
the links.
the leaks
Leaks?
for the General's Handbook.
Oh, right, yeah.
Chance
Yeah,
to keep up with it all.
I'll
wait till it comes out.
Yeah, wait till it
and
comes
then
out.
I'll have a read.
There's enough to think about as it is.
Unfortunately, I can't furlough myself from work. I would quite enjoy furloughing myself. I'd have painted up all of my armies.
I started off on a bit of a furlough for myself, and then it just didn't cover the bills enough.
Yeah.
And I've just been taking on everything, doing loads of commissions. I've started up essentially commission drawings, and started up essentially just like like an anime merch company,
Yeah.
making
Sweet.
stickers and badges and T-shirts. And it's a bit scary because I don't have the money to spend for the stock, so I did a lot of pre-orders.
Yeah.
And it's mad how.
So what have we got going down here? Oh yeah. So he's done his breath into those trolls. So that was 6 mortal wounds. Obviously, those trolls are.
3 damage now.
Is it?
7 wounds.
So only D3.
And we've got
Yeah,
Andy's turn
well,
next and 2 big scary manglers that could very easily make that movement and charge into that thing.
Into Vhordrai.
The Vhordrai, and then he only needs to shut down Yeah, if he gets a good movement, he gets that left-hand mangler up into that space, and he can charge that necromancer. Is that necromancer?
No, he's got no necromancer.
What's that hero? What's the general that Dave's running?
Oh, just a vampire lord. But Vhordrai's gonna like mince through at least another couple of trolls here.
Yeah, but that's not a threat.
The advantage, to me, it would be.
Okay.
Because he's got attrition on all his units. So a unit of 10 trolls, once they go in, 6 trolls. Once they go in, on average, you're going to put out like 24 damage on a low save unit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, their damage is again, it's
and also
D3, isn't it?
What he's doing is crippling Andy's numbers on objectives.
And movement potential.
And
so
also,
those trolls can't. Then they're now pinned.
Yeah. And they can't fit through this gap here because you'll see there's 10 Graveguard screening out there, and then the White King on Camel.
I don't know. I think Andy's real threats are still all held back.
Yeah,
which is great.
But he's going to struggle to get that centre objective back now.
Yeah,
this is gone. Yeah, so how is he going to rack up those points to even out the game? Those fanatics. He needs to get 2 side ones, doesn't he? To score 3. So maybe in that top right hand corner where you can see Dave rolling dice at the moment, I would drop those 20 fanatics where Dave's rolling his dice 100%. Now. And then come on the back there and slam that top end objective, and then he's got that right flank. If he shifts everything over, and he can work at going sideways because he's got his 2 manglers here and his 5 little squigs. But they've still got those 3 units off the board, and they have to come on his next turn. I think no. Legion of Night get away with it. They can come on at any turn.
Alright.
Yeah, whereas say Living Cities and Stormcast have to come down by turn 3.
Okay, all these get stuck in
Legion of Night, whereas an older mechanic can come on by any turn. So we checked it last time. I was like, that's a bit cheeky.
Yeah, I mean, I like that there's flavours to books.
There is a lot to play for. There's another 2 dead trolls.
Oh wow, okay.
And he's still got some more attacks to go. So even though Vhordrai's down to 7 wounds, I mean it's going to cost Andy a command point there to keep them there. Those Black Knights are going to mess those goblins up.
Yeah, I've gone.
And also he's moved those direwolves on just so that he knows that he's going to
10.
Are these -1/2 damage hits?
-2 d6.
D6 damage.
D6 damage, so 10 damage gone through there. And then, so he's going to go mystical, but if anyone's seen the leak, so one of the leaks I have seen is you only get 1 feel no pain save now. So you can't have mystical and then your 5-up feel no pain. You're only going to get 1 of those feel no pains in that General's Handbook.
Going to suffer that the most? Bone Rippers and it all
No,
death?
it doesn't really affect them. Well, because they've got the 6 feel no pain, but the Harvester is 4-up heal a wound or bring a model back. So it's not a feel no pain save. So right here, what it would do is speed up the fact that it's like mystical and then the troll save. The only the person that's going to hurt the most is a Vermin Lord, because they can't then. It makes the suspicious stone a pointless artifact. Because they get a 5-up feel no pain anyway, and then usually it'd be 5-up feel no pain, suspicious stone for another 5-up feel no pain. So they've basically crippled something that they've written in their own book.
Well, I mean they have so many rules. I think if they're doing anything to streamline play,
another troll dead.
Wow, they will be taking some big boy battles.
Another one bites the dust.
Because that's where trolls fall down.
Yeah.
They are not brave and they're expensive models.
And they don't have a good save, even though they're stone trolls.
Yeah, they're supposed to make
what's
up for
the lore behind a rock gut?
They're supposed to be like some of the most invincible things ever. Survive any terrain, live through all environments, and
people love a bit of lore.
Yeah, I mean I can't remember that stone, that rock chaos. It was like a chaos troll.
Throg.
Throg.
Yeah, Throg.
When I think of cave trolls, I think of Throg. Yeah. And for cave trolls to sort of just fall over like this, but then again, they are fighting up a fucking terrorgeist or zombie dragon.
Yeah, but it's made of stone.
Yeah, but it's a dragon.
Yeah.
It should be able to squish a rock.
Yeah, they should have
It's
something
not
better.
rock, paper, scissors.
But they should have something better than a 5-up save. Maybe a 3-up save.
Yeah, 4 or 3. At least 4. Are they 5? Are they really a 5?
Yeah, they're a 5-up save, mate.
Really? Are they really a 5? They're the same as grots.
Yeah.
Which they're a 6-up but a 5-up with a shield. Yeah, that's silly. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, there they are. Next page. Rock guts. Yeah, fine. No, at least a 4.
At least
They
4.
should
I think
be a
they should be a
3.
3-up save.
Yeah, and I don't think that would make them. That would make them make sense between the Fellwater and the Rock Guts, because the trade up for the Fellwater is they have that really good shooting attack with the -1.
They've still run. Andy's just killed off 2 Black Knights with his gobos, and now he's going for his netters.
What are those grots made out of?
Don't forget he's got +2 attacks on each grot.
And that's going to be it's the netters.
Yeah.
If he has 3 netters.
And he's used the command point, and he's down to 1 command point. Slow updates, but we don't want to interrupt them as they play. It's something. The reason we've gone for this style is because I mean, like, the guys put lots of effort in. They make these really cool, like, cinematic type bat reps.
Yeah.
And I don't like them at all. I like to like people playing a game properly. That interruption,
Yeah.
But it does take a lot more effort. I mean, it's taking 4 of us to film 1. I basically don't know how to use a computer, but it does take 4 people. Whereas if 2 people on their own to film 1, you then have to go back and talk over it. So, big props to anyone who's filmed any form of bat rep. This is just our preferred style because
easy.
It shows, not just easy. It's like a proper game.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm playing Dave, but we're going to stop, we're going to film in between and things like that. These 2 guys are playing a proper game.
Yeah.
How would you pull this back if you were Andy?
Andy?
Yeah. So if you're Andy,
I'm looking at
you're
those
a
manglers. Those manglers and those fanatics are the threat. And I don't see. He hasn't lost any threats yet. Andy has actually played this in a very, very reserved way because apart from his rock guts
and his 40.
They're not a threat.
To me, they're a threat because numbers on an objective.
On an objective, they're not a threat to damaging units.
Yeah.
They're going to stick and hold because they've done their job already, and now he's got the space to move things up. Those manglers can wipe anything on the board at the moment. So that left-hand mangler could come in and clear everything off that group there, and that right-hand mangler could clear that boy off. And then he's got those fanatics. It's almost tempting to drop the fanatics into the left-hand side and then just run this group up onto the right-hand side and do. But I don't think that.
So he doesn't even really need to hand a Gork anything, does he? Because he could just move up here, release the fanatics. But as you can see, where that top left objective is, Dave's got a screen in front of it, and he's got models on it.
Yeah.
So that's why I would like to teleport them up to the top right-hand side, where there's nothing blocking them out.
Yeah, and also when you teleport them, you'll get 20 models near an objective.
Yeah.
Plus the 5 from the fanatics.
Yeah.
So
and obviously he can actually get on the objective there in that top corner.
Yeah. I think that top left corner objective is gone. I think he needs to work on
top right.
Just killing things. Just kill stuff and hope you kill lots of stuff because the objective game is very, very not in your favour at the moment. And it's great. It's great that we get to play for kill points in a tournament setting because when you're playing single games out, you're like, I've lost.
Yeah.
Things need to go very, very my way.
So
it's fun just playing for kill points anyway. Usually by turn 2 or 3, you know what's going on.
Vhordrai is down. How many wounds has Vhordrai got left?
One now. It's like
he's got 1 wound left. Living the dream. But obviously Dave can't use his, he can't drink his little potion because it's going to be Andy's hero phase next. So I would probably put Vhordrai down as dead.
I would, if one of those fungoids can get off an arcane bolt.
Yeah, that's it. That also frees up those 2 trolls.
And both the manglers to go, because you have to get rid of that dragon.
No, I mean like one thing, one arcane bolt, like you said.
Yeah.
Would kill the dragon,
Hopefully.
and then that frees up those trolls to then. I would probably bring those trolls across to the centre objective, kill those black knights out. He's got, well, I don't know what loon smashers do in combat.
They're actually quite strong.
Yeah, so they could hit this screen on the left-hand side. So actually, we do
They
have
fight
more of a
first.
game than I thought. That's my mistake.
I would send them into the middle because they fight first, but if they get hit, dead.
Yeah.
But then again, like if you just pile them up there, it's going to be one model at a time, isn't it? And then he's got a 3-inch pile, and he's going to get like 3 or 4 models into them.
He can hit those black knights on the side.
Yeah, then wipe them.
Wipe
that's
them.
probably the best thing to do. And what he does do, he can do in his hero phase, his movement phase, is he can move that mangler up to the centre, and then those snufflers.
The centre one.
The centre,
mangler,
and if he moves it closer to those snufflers, they can buff the mangler to have an extra attack on all his attacks.
I think he's probably quite wary about leaving his own objectives though, because then.
Yeah.
But then Andy
What
could
he
have
needs-
a double. He needs to play for that double, because if
What he
Andy gets
needs-
a double back.
Yeah. He needs his own grots to die,
Yeah.
so they can come back and make a screen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's a mistake I would have made. I would have probably retreated them, kept them on the objective, and just outnumbered. But then if they die,
They come back.
they come back. Yeah, hopefully.
On a 4-up. I love
But
this
also,
on a 4-up.
you've got to play
So much
in your
fun.
head. Like you've then got a chance of a double, so you're going to get 2 chances to get 20 grots back.
Yeah, 20 will be a great screen in that back line because place them 1 inch apart, and that's a 40-inch screen.
So actually, even though it looks like Andy's been bummed,
He's got all his threats available.
all his threats, and he's got a lot of outs.
And Dave, in fact, has shown all his cards now.
I don't know.
He's got those 3 units of direwolves.
Yeah, he's
in
got those
reserve.
3 units direwolves in reserve. Also, if all those black knights die, look how much damage they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they die for a command point, Dave's going to bring him back, and he's been stocking up his command points.
Oh, can he bring back the Black Knights?
Yeah. Everything. He'll bring back everything other than the heroes.
Oh, he's
This
got.
list.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
and
and
he's
then
got to kill the hero.
and he's still got 3.
And
He's got
kill
3
heroes.
units of 5 direwolves off the table.
So Andy has
It's
to
not just
throw
the
everything into
heroes; it's the general. I'll,
Yeah,
have,
it's
I'll have a
him.
quick look. No, I think that's just a Wight King. Let's have a quick look. So that vampire lord
Out the
is
back.
safe as houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is he safe though?
No, you can. Oh yeah. So the Hand of Gork is going down. It goes off.
It goes off. I'm just checking if he's in unbind range. Nope.
Oh, just out.
But Vhordrai is well in.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got 5.
5. Oh, this is excellent. Okay, so where are these boys going? This is a huge play right here.
To the start, Andy's turn.
This is what. Yes. Okay, it's happening. Okay.
Ooh, let's update Andy on the list. Properties.
Here we are seeing the Fanatic Bomb.
He gets at least 1. Did you roll any command points on? I'll find out now. I won't shout. Yeah.
Okay.
So Andy
You haven't moved your moon.
failed all his things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he forgot.
It doesn't
that he
do
put his
much.
moon in, yeah.
Not for him. That means that casting would have been an 11, not a 10.
Yeah. And also, if Dave had a unit wholly within that area, but what Andy has now done is he's left this big fuck off gap on the bottom left for direwolves.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Like those direwolves can almost come on.
as they want.
Well, I mean, like 9 inches from this bottom left.
But the thing is, Andy has to try and kill that general
Right, yeah.
because he'll get tabled if he doesn't. Because killing things just doesn't mean anything against
But
Dave.
yeah. So
So what's this?
he's just trying to cast sneaky distraction
Oh, okay.
with the web spinner for that -1 to hit bubble.
What's the best thing? What I find about the web spinner is he's a +1 to cast on the Scuttle Tide.
No, oh yeah, so that, but also if he's within like something like a Ragnarok.
Yes, he's another +1.
There's
Yeah.
another, so it's +2 to cast Scuttle Tide.
Yeah.
As base.
As base, and then plus.
As base. He also has a 5-up Feel No Pain. Not quite as hard as a Fungoid.
No. Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he does. Yeah. I remember. Because I'm getting confused between him and the
Madcap.
Madcap, yeah.
Madcap's kind of cool, but
Madcap has one good
because you
trait.
can't buff his cast.
Yeah.
So he has the best spell. Like Web Spinner's inherent spell is the shittest spell because it's run and shoot with your spiders. But what you want, and then in the lore, so in the spell lore, you've got run and charge with those spiders, which is much better.
Yeah.
But you never ever use that Web Spinner because it doesn't carry over to anything other than spiders.
Yeah, that and just like spiders are fine.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're great at 1,000 points. If you're playing in a 1,000-point list and you take the spiders and you buff the speed and you make their mortal wound output really strong,
Yeah.
they can dish out like 10 spiders can comfortably dish out like between 10 and 15 mortal wounds. But then they don't take a hit.
Yeah.
And you can make them real quick as well because they ignore terrain and they're at 18th movement base, and then you can just put cogs on them and then just release them into like these waves of just of 10 spiders, mortal wounds, destroy whatever they want, then get killed.
Yeah.
And then you just hold back and just do that from the Ragnarok because you can buff.
Oh, he's going.
These the charges.
This is him moving his Spore Splatter.
Spore splatters.
Spore Splatter.
Oh, they have a random movement, don't they?
Yeah, so same as the normal fanatics,
Yeah.
but they're not quite as good, are they? What do these guys do?
They do less. They don't do D6 damage. They do D3. They have a better hit and a slower wound, and they have a rend of 1, not 2.
Yeah. So Andy could really pull this back, couldn't he? Let's just update Dave's command points. Command points, victory points. My bad.
Oh, and also they're not D6. No, sorry, they're D3 hits, not D6 hits. They're still D3 damage. So what's this roll for?
Movement.
Movement on
The 5 squigs.
Yeah.
The squig hoppers.
I wonder what they're going to do. 'Cause for me, their best output is their mortal wounds when they fly over you.
For me, the best thing about them right now is we're just keeping our voices quiet. Is leaving them where they are, but Andy's obviously moving them. What I'd like to do, what I would probably do, is leave them where they are to stop those direwolves coming on and taking his home objectives. Yeah, because where he is now on that right flank, he's screened them out by moving. Actually, the only things that are left in that corner is some dice.
I do tend to find that, like I trick myself into thinking I have models in my back lines because I have like, these are dice.
Oh, the dice. But yeah, so there's a good chance there's some direwolves coming in there. I think Dave is going to aim to try and win it early. Score more victory points early.
Yeah.
But actually, in the long game, it's on to Andy, really, isn't it?
Yeah, Andy is on this turn will show a lot. Will show a lot. Because if Andy can get that charge off of those fanatics in the top middle against that general, and he gets a good charge and good dice. I mean, the thing about fanatics, if they roll well, they can kill anything, and that's not.
And
just
they
like,
can just roll poorly and
do nothing.
And
it's mainly on that first roll how many attacks that they generate, and then on the second roll how much damage they do.
Well, you see, like Andy had some mega dice rolls early in the game, and
okay, so that's sense one's going to go
now
for
he's
that.
not. They only rolled a 6 there though for his move.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Dave's looking worried.
This is the.
Or is he? Is he trying to play mind games with Andy? Dave's not fussed. He's actually already won the game in his head. That's. Yeah, so in that bottom right corner is where I'd look at bringing on some direwolves, and the bottom left,
Oh yeah.
and even the centre. But yeah, you're right. So one of the advantages of the Vampire Lord is only on a small base. So you know, if you roll a poor charge, as a general, it is a tip-top choice.
Yeah, small base.
Small base. Obviously, again, something like Luminef's threat range or like Croak, yeah, he's going to get picked off nowadays.
Oh, he's
More
done
wins
quite
anyway.
a movement there.
Yeah,
So his whole, it's like
his whole back line is open, but if he gets a double,
doesn't matter.
they won't have much.
Yeah,
So if Andy gets the double,
you can just send it all
yeah,
back.
yeah. So Dave needs to win that priority roll now.
Yeah. Oh,
Love
I
it.
love the priority roll mechanic.
Also by charging.
Or one.
Oh, he's thrown a rock and he
Oh.
hit him. Oh, so that's
Still alive.
still alive. But Andy had to roll under the number of trolls in the unit, so having a 6, you auto hit those D3s, but now he's only got 2 little trolls left.
He can still bash them. He didn't do an arcane bolt on them. Where's his other fungoid? Maybe he missed it. Okay, release the fanatics. And
Yeah.
it's going to go exactly there,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
6-inch charge.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be 6-inch charge. I don't need to measure
Well,
that shit.
we knew where those 5 fanatics were. Dave didn't know, and he's like, bollocks.
I've played Fanatics into Dave before. Dave now knows what Fanatics do. I was very mean.
I mean, you tried to do it on me, didn't you? And you just fluffed it when we had
Oh,
our
it's
cup
hilarious.
games.
It's hilarious.
Just fluffed it and got spanked.
And I was just like, oh, they're supposed to kill that very easily. Okay.
Just went wrong.
And then I was like, alright.
I got lucky in that game. Like, if it was a different battle plan,
Wait,
I
did you?
struggled.
Oh, did the charge?
Oh,
Charge.
Fanatics
Okay.
have failed. No hero there.
No hero.
Heart is pounding.
And he is standing there, dick in the wind.
1 point over, under even.
Yeah.
That's pretty colossal for a
Yeah.
random.
So we're going to look at those. What's the name of them? Sports Black Fanatics.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the Sports Blast is also fight first, which is good.
So Andy's just finding out what the Wight King does to buff Dave's army. He's just there for extra healing and also just buffing up the units around him. That's the only reason that he's there. But it might be, for me, a bit of a distraction. I would ignore him and I'd go into that screaming unit.
I would be playing for kill points at this point. After failing that charge, I'm playing for kill points if I'm Andy.
Well,
That was it, because he could take
there's
bring
no kill
everything
points
back
there.
down.
It's not a tourney game, it's just...
Yeah, I know, but for like, do you know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
from a tourney point of view, you'd be playing for your secondaries.
Yeah.
Oh, well no, because if I still play for that double, because if Andy gets a double now,
Yes.
like, those fanatics are going in, and Dave's general's in a lot of trouble. But then if Dave wins the priority roll, that Vampire Lord is going to run away, and Dave's going to put a screen out.
Oh no, he should just move one bloke into the Fanatics, move that screen into the Fanatics, and just pin them. They'll kill it. They'll kill something,
Well,
but
that's
it won't
a
matter.
unit of 40 skellies, so they'll probably just charge him, and then some will die, and
Doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter because
Just
they're
pin
coming
him.
back.
Yeah.
I think Dave, Andy's done a sensible thing there. He's not going to go to wipe out those knights because 10 knights coming back.
Just not. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can do it on this next turn, so much better.
But Vhordrai's there. I mean, like,
And did he
my money is on
did he
Vhordrai
sent
dying.
he sent his mangler with Fight Another Day on?
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
pushed him in, and he's going to get, when he completes his attacks, he's going to get 2d6 movement
Yeah.
to go where he wants.
Yeah, so he's going to push forward, isn't he? He's going to use that speed to get up there.
Yeah, and then he's
And
got.
Dave's
if
got
he
to choose whether or not he goes into the mangler or deals with those grots behind him.
And it won't be in his movement phase, and it won't be in the movement or charge phase. Therefore, he will not suffer the Scuttle Tide if he moves within 6 inches of it,
Yeah.
which he might or might not do. What is that?
Andy, you know those get D3, right?
Yes. So 17, I snuffled them.
Oh, lovely. So those fanatics have been snuffled, so he's
Yeah.
got 17 attacks. So we thought, oh, D3, and then we're like, he's just adding his numbers up and he's getting 17 attacks. But turns out that
That's
they've
right.
got
because they're going to be
+1,
they're going to be 10 base
yeah.
because you can't
Yeah, it's,
So
So he must have rolled whatever.
a couple of
Over a couple of sixes, so
Yeah.
12 attacks plus 5.
yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Cheeky little move there.
Yeah.
And can you use the Loon Boss's move on them as well?
Oh, no, it's only stabbers and
What
shooters.
were the other ones that gave an extra attack down here?
Them, the spore splatters themselves,
Spore splatters and then
snufflers.
Snufflers, yeah.
Snufflers can buff any Gloomspite unit for +1 attack.
Sweet.
Snufflers I used to think it was only shooters and stabbers. Snufflers are strong.
What, 70 points for a unit?
Yeah, 70 points.
That's
and a unit
good.
unit of 6 with 2 wounds. They're also just hard to move.
Yeah.
To me, they make a really good screen as well.
Bargain buy.
Bargain buy, yeah. And they come as part of the start collecting thing for Warcry. Just because you get 2 or 3 snufflers and 5 hoppers or Boingrots. They're basically free because if you were to buy a Boingrot, it's like 20 quid, and so's the start collecting thing for what's it called? Warcry. It does force you to buy 2 packs.
Yeah, so... is there one left there? Or no, they're all dead?
Well, that was a very...
And now now Andy gets a choice because those guys fight at the start of the combat phase, right?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah,
that's
so they
Andy's
start
choice
the combat phase and then it goes into the combat phase and Andy gets to pick.
again. I would definitely be picking that Mangler.
Yeah, because those trolls might accidentally kill Vhordrai. If he
Yeah.
rolls well, they could... Well, I mean, like, potentially they can put out 3, 6, 9, 12 damage. I mean, they're not going to, because the trolls are going to roll terribly.
Yeah, going to miss both and you're like,
both.
shit. Because he wants those grots to die.
Yeah.
There's only, 4 of them left, 5 of them left. They die, you get 20 back on a 4
Yeah.
up, and he's got 2 chances to get them back if he gets the double time. Oh, it's so nice talking about an army I kind of know a lot about. Only took me 3 years. What's this? This is going to be... Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the boss on top.
Yeah.
Okay, so the boss kills
yeah.
the dragon, so the little grot on top
And
kills
so
the
now
dragon.
Andy can move, what, 2d6?
2d6 of it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cheeky little bounce.
Bouncy boy.
Where is he going to go? So we
Yeah, I
won't
don't
comment
know.
until, in case he hears us, but we'll find out where he's going. I know where I would go. I would take him and just jam him forward as far as possible.
Yeah, and then pray for double turns.
Yeah. Well, not just pray, is it? Then it's a shit sandwich to choose between.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got his thinking face on. If anyone wants to send some free Just for Men, we can get that grey dyed out of Andy's hair that you just saw. We'll make it pure black.
Oh yeah. I will photo edit it later. In post-production.
Post-production? We don't do post-production, mate. We just post it, so there is no editing. Don't have time for that.
Oh
mate.
yeah, no, I'm very aware. This is
I mean, yeah, oh mate, there's actually a Mickey Mouse plaster on there as well.
that's hilarious.
But yeah, big props to all the guys who do all the like real nice edited stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, like at the moment, a lot of stuff produced it's really cool. Like loads of effort goes in. Like it's not a proper game. I like to watch proper games.
Feels a bit sterile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit fixed, bit sterile.
I like the banter.
Little banter.
And I like
proper
people
games
getting rules
as well.
wrong.
Yeah.
I like that. As long as they're not too funny about it. It's like, oh well, that's fun, though, isn't it? I'm not trying to cheat my way forwards.
I like it when they get the rules right. But like, yeah, so sometimes we might watch theirs and be like, they got their rules wrong.
Yeah, to be fair, when I'm sat at home and all like critical and powerful behind my keyboard, I'm like, oh, you've got a rule wrong.
So we're just gonna. Dave's just rolling through his attacks on his Black Knights.
Yeah, they're killer.
I think Dave's kind of hoping that.
One hit with the Black Knights.
So Dave's got quite lucky. He's left those grots alive. Because obviously killing them
We'll bring back 40.
will bring back 20.
20. No,
half the unit size.
Yeah. For some reason I thought it was because I sometimes run 120.
Yeah.
And I was like, just bring back 60. And I'm like, ha.
It's quite funny. Yeah, 60 you get 30 back.
Yeah.
That's quite fun.
It is fun. I wish it would continue forever because it's just hilarious. But then you'd have to shut down the moon in a bit. Because the thing about it is that it's where they come back, which is powerful.
Yeah, because come back
3 inches away from an enemy, which is strong.
And if they can't be 3 inches away, they can be within 3 inches, can't they?
No, they can't come back if they can't be within outside of 3 from an enemy.
Are you sure?
You can't come back into combat. It doesn't make any sense.
Let's have a look.
No way.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
There's no rule where you can just appear in combat.
So of that, I've played a few dodgy people in the past.
Yeah, people.
Right,
no, it's on the Loon Shrine itself, which is it's past allegiance abilities. So it's past all this shit, and then it's the first thing. There it is. Yeah. It should be in there.
Yeah. At the end of each turn, you can pick one friendly on a 4+ new replacement unit with half the models. So added units have more than 3 inches from enemy units each. Yeah.
Everything.
I don't know if there's anything in the.
Decided, guys. You ready?
Oh, it's a priority.
Big priority roll now.
3.
3. 2. Oh, Dave is still in the game. So we.
No, Andy's still in the game. Andy won.
Andy won the priority roll.
Yeah, you got to flip it. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, like we discussed earlier, so that's what Andy.
To fix that flipping issue, can't you just rotate the camera, and then you'll be looking at it as you're looking at it?
I've got no idea, mate.
Yeah, if you just flip it, if you flip the camera, then you flip the display, and then it'll be.
Oh yeah.
Then all we need to do that is hold both ends, flip it.
It's because we were sat over there the other day.
Ah.
But I wanted to bring it further away so they couldn't hear us talking as much.
Yeah, I mean.
So I can lower my voice and then they can't hear everything that's going on.
I don't mind letting a few things slip, especially at that part where David was really sad, I didn't kill any grots, and I was like, good.
Yeah. But not when we're talking about how they could move, especially something like tactical.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that only really annoys me when I play Warhammer is when people.
So the moon moves, but Dave gets to move Scuttle-Tide 6 inches, so he could just plonk that maybe in front of his direwolves and put the mortal wounds onto the squig.
It has to finish a move within 1 inch to select the thing to mortal wound.
Yeah.
So I don't think it can hit anything because it's 6 inches. Yeah. Yeah. No. So Andy's just explaining what I just explained to you. So it moves 6, but for its selection in the.
But he can just block off this.
Yes.
He can put Scuttle-Tide
there and then block off that sort of section for that mortal wounds. But I think Andy's just going to sort of. Grit and bear it, or try and dispel it with a fungoid. So he
how
could
many did Andy score
1.
there? Andy would have scored 1, 2. So we're 6 apiece on the victory points.
Sneak Distractions voice 8. That's gone off.
Yeah. So that is that -1 to hit bubble.
Wholly within.
How many command points are you on, Andy? How many CP have you got?
Oh, nice. That Loon Shrine is because usually you'd roll for that every time.
Yeah. Probably. So the Gloomspite are up to 4 on the command points, but it's 6 apiece now.
Yeah.
But he hasn't got anything covering his backfield.
Oh. It's a tight game actually now. That
Yeah.
priority's off.
That priority,
Huge roll.
huge role. Yeah, well, obviously those fanatics going to move towards Dave's Vampire Lord.
Hopefully kill it. They might
Yeah,
not.
that
But this
Mangler's
is
going to push up
this
into
is
those
where-
40 skellies.
I prefer if it's a unit of 20, always shooters. Always,
Yeah.
because they're not good. They're not enough of them to get the buffs from being bigger. And if they could just get 1 or 2 wounds off onto that general from the shootings attack,
Well, he's got a tough choice though. If he takes the general down, but does he want to take the objective? Does he
he's
need
committed to taking that general
so
down now.
He's only going to get.
I don't know how the objective game's going to go for him at the moment.
Yeah, so Dave can pull it back even if his general goes down.
Yeah.
But yeah, if David won that priority role, I think it would have been game.
Oh yeah. But this is what's fun about
Andy
that.
rolling it is. I mean, it's going to be a tough game for Dave now.
Yeah, I don't know. And he still has his 2 manglers, and those things can put out damage. They can just delete anything they look at. They're random. They're big random boys. Because the hard hitting attacks, the attack number is generated. So if you roll badly on it, you do a bad attack. If you roll well on it, you do an amazing attack.
So Annie is obviously committed to trying to take down that Vampire Lord.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he puts the rest of his.
It's a little
goblins.
worrying to put maybe just onto the objective. You can see from the big disc here.
What I thought
If he
was
gets
really
into
cool-
combat, I
Yeah.
think he's going to struggle with Battle Shock there, and then he'll lose those 20 grots as well.
They're against skellies. They
Yeah.
shouldn't take a lot of wounds. However, what I would say is interesting is just for future games, especially when you get 2 quite large horde armies like this, it'd be really cool to see flat disc objectives. So you have like a object in the centre of a disc, and there's just a flat disc at the bottom. Which
We've
would be
got it,
sort of-
mate.
Oh, it's clear. Oh, there's a perfect.
Big 6-inch bubbles.
Yeah, I want
Last
those.
time we drew on, but we just didn't have time. Because
Amazing.
we need to get a second screen to be able to draw on this screen,
Yeah,
because that's how OBS works.
yeah. Well, instead of clear ones, just get like slightly tinted ones.
Yeah, it's not the same feel. Like you play on there with a clear one. Like,
Yeah, it looks better.
yeah. In fact, I've got a spare one.
Did you get? Because I asked Harry to cut these out for me. Did you nick my idea?
Yeah, he's like, I've only got 6 bits of because he's finding it hard to get plastic at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, these are dope. Because I was going to put a little magnet in it and then like make a little like. Well, I was going to make a mushroom. Because,
Make a mushroom. I've got a load of mushrooms. I've got some Gloomspite tray. I just haven't had time to even build and paint it all.
yeah, I've been a bit. When I'm not playing the game, I don't care.
Yeah, I struggle, mate. I've literally painted. Like, I've been painting 20 Black Guard forever, but actually I haven't actually put loads of time in. I've painted the armour on them.
Yeah, I painted my squids up. They look actually really nice. I'm quite proud of them.
Right, what is?
Oh, this is the movement for the mangler, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So that looks like 15
Yeah,
inches there.
he can go where he wants. Where is he going to go though? Because I would just throw him into the middle. Yeah.
So I think that's.
Yeah.
You see, my decision would have been to push up towards those skellies, so put them in a shit sandwich, mate.
I'm just trying to get.
Clear the top
and
end.
then get rid of that objective.
Yeah. You see,
And the back ones are worth more, aren't they?
I think going for the middle is a poorer option.
Yeah, move that big boy up.
Yeah, like
He might be scared of taking some wounds from the Scuttletide though.
there's only a few wounds, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only a few wounds. But the mangler goes down very quickly
Yeah.
because it goes back up again.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's this lot over the back here. I don't know where he's planning to put them though, because he can run them as well.
Oh yeah, with the moon in the centre of the battlefield now.
Oh yeah, they run and charge. Yeah, all
Yeah,
squibs
run
run and
and
charge.
charge,
Yeah, and
yeah.
plus one to your cast. And Are Grots Battle Shock immune under the moon?
Alright, so maybe he's not. He's going up, he's going to ding some mortal wounds onto that unit Graveguard.
No, they're not. That's a battalion that makes them Battle Shock under the moon.
No, I put some mortal wounds because he flew over them and flew back.
Oh, yeah. It's alright, yeah, it's the best thing to do.
And a 4 up to do mortal wounds is really, I think that's really strong.
Yeah, the Bounders get it on the charge. But because these things are so fast, they can be quite just like fun and annoying.
Yeah.
But I don't think for 10 points less, they're just not as good as Bounders because they just you touch them and they die. In Warcry, however, they are so strong.
Big charge here from the front. It's still moving stuff.
If Andy gets a big charge off on those things, I think he gets the mortal wound. And again, for the Bounders.
They're not Bounders, are they?
They're the Hoppers.
Hoppers.
Because if they have enough space to move over and back, or maybe it's in the movement phase only. I will look.
We're going to have a look. He just rolled a 6 for those Fanatics. Now the question is, five D6 attacks, isn't it? Yep. Look at that, he's smiling now.
I tend to smile when I lose, and I go serious when I win.
Because seriously, you win.
Okay, if I ever stomp, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad.
Don't ever feel bad, Mason.
If I proper stomp.
Do you know what? I felt bad when I gave Andy his first intro game, and then I just tabled his whole army.
Turn 1 or 2.
I don't know why and it was victory points 27-3 on Baleful of the Pass.
I felt bad at this tournament once. I was getting smashed, and then I went putting it all the way down to the bottom table, and then I played against this dude who just didn't know what was going on, and I just smashed him. I'm like, oh mate. So I had tournament header on, and I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I mean I was that
that was at the local one actually.
Oh, the local tournament, not B&G.
No, not B&G. No, I didn't smash anyone at B&G. I received. No, I smashed the last guy.
Yeah.
He was playing a spider army. He just got to spend the whole tournament getting smashed.
I bet you loved it though, because you're just like.
Oh yeah, he had a
Grots and having fun.
And actually, we were chatting online beforehand because we both follow the same hashtags on Instagram. He was a great guy.
Alright. So he's made the charge with the Fanatics. Is he not putting anything else in?
He's put everything in.
He's put the Mangler on the right, and he's put his big Mangler in the centre. So
everything in. He doesn't have any reserve left at all. This is all.
So this is the question. Now. Yeah. If that Vampire Lord dies.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. What's this roll for?
He's rolling to hit with the Fanatics.
Oh, so he's already rolled for the attack dice, which is, in my opinion, because that's where you can't calculate stats
anymore. Not very
anymore.
many.
Yeah, but you've got to remember that it's damage D3.
Yeah.
Ren 2. Ooh.
So to me, it's like 9. 9 saves.
-2. What's the save on a Vampire Lord?
4 up, 3
4
up.
up. So he's a 6 or a 5. There's 1. Oh. Oh, he smashed him.
Yeah.
Absolutely annihilated him several times over. That is a big comeback for the Grots.
And it's all happening at the start of the combat phase, so Dave can't even retaliate.
No.
So it's not too bad when you play something like this, but it's if you play something like against INF, it can be quite MPE that third battle round. In fact, it's just fucking a shit mechanic. If there's too many units,
You do it all.
you'll do it all before you can even do anything.
Yeah.
Everyone likes interaction, isn't it? It's like old Sylvaneth, the old Magic phase was like 20 minutes long, and you're like, well, I'll just have a cup of tea and I'll have a nap, and then. So even though the new book is a lot weaker and
it's sleeker. I don't care.
It's slicker. It's better for playing games
Yeah.
for the rest of us. We're all not top 20 players, and life's not that serious.
And at the end of the day,
Have you got silver
tournaments
level army?
make up
Having
like
fun? Yeah.
20% of the actual player base, because most people just
Yeah.
most people play at home with getting all the rules wrong all the time.
No. But the idea is that we get everyone getting the rules right.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
But
So,
like you've got to remember that most
yeah.
it's a game that's played at usually at quite a low level.
I mean, this battle round, Andy's going to take 3, 4, 5, 6 victory points.
That's going to be hard to come back from that.
And yeah, without the general and without Vhordrai. But he does have the 3 units of 5, so by those things, Dave. And then he can't even deal with those fanatics. Skelly's going to hit some attacks back, aren't they?
Yeah. I remember Skelly's actually being a bit tougher than.
In a unit of 40, yes.
Yeah, they're not laughable. You sort of underestimate them and expect them to be, but then again, I'm speaking from the heart of a grot player, and they're supposed to be laughable. But they can hit quite hard if you get the buffs up.
Or, well, Andy just missed with almost everything with his mangler.
Oh really? Classic.
Yeah.
Love it.
I do like, what did you call it? RNG, random number.
Random, yeah. It's a phrase for like video games a lot. So like like loot crates and that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
In video games, you should try and reduce RNG as much as possible because like you're playing with like your input directly impacts the game.
Yeah.
So this is the complete opposite for me of games like this.
So these Black Knights are all going to be dead.
Yeah, and they're not coming
back.
back.
Yeah. From that turn, it pretty much looks like game, really, doesn't it?
Yes, and a big swing in Andy's favour.
Yeah, well, it's all down to the priority roll.
I love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, fixing the turn for me would be crippling. I
Boring.
wouldn't enjoy it, yeah, because the brain goes into overdrive and it's like, well, I know this is going to happen this turn, I know that's going to happen that turn, and then
It's not chess.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be chess. At any
Fancy
point.
chess. I mean, like, I'm an old fantasy player, loved it.
Yeah.
But it was just fantasy chess, right?
Yeah. and you used to be able to know who was going to win almost in deployment, and you're like, great.
4 dials. Oh, he's using his little bounce away, but he's having to stay on the objective to outnumber the direwolves. So let's just update Andy's victory points. So he scored 6 there. So let's bumped him up to 12.
Nice.
Obviously, Dave is piling back into attack. I mean, the combat phase isn't over, but I've updated the victory points already because we know where they're going to be. I think Dave is quite clever. He just was poor deployment of the Vampire Lord there at the back.
He didn't get the chance to move it though, and it seemed safe because he was protecting it from the manglers. Really, he should have put it in within that circle, within that screen.
Even in front of this church, where the skellies are like in like a little Y shape.
Yeah, that would have been better. But I mean, the game is about exploiting mistakes, and once you make a mistake, you go, "I'm going to try and keep that quiet."
Yeah, you watch it back in.
Yeah.
How many times have you moved something and gone, I fucked up?
Yeah.
I fucked up hard.
Yeah, but that, it's that's why you don't play it against the computer, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Computer doesn't make mistakes. It's boring. What's the book with all the rules in it? So I just need to update mine.
What, the General's Handbook?
Yeah, but which one?
There's no point in updating the General's Handbook, is there? There's a new one coming out.
How soon though?
Like 2 weeks or something.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
Pre-order was on Saturday.
Okay, yeah.
You
I
can
was
get
waiting
it
for the new one.
through the store for like 7. Oh, you like the ebooks, don't you?
Yeah, I like it because I've got a big. Look at this. That's bigger than your laptop, mate.
Yeah. I mean, most of the guys, they've all ordered through our local store. Always support your local store. Unfortunately, Games Workshop don't let you get the Warlord edition through your local store. You have to order it through them.
Oh yeah, but you can order it through the.
I like the fancy cards. I'm not going to print out and make my own. I'm too lazy for that.
Oh,
it's not even
I don't-
laziness. It's time generation. Oh yeah, and downloads everything on his iPad.
It's I can search things so easily.
Yeah.
And instead of having
I like
8 books, I've got one iPad, which also has all my drawings on it, which also has my battle plans on it, which also has like notes.
Whereas I'll walk around with a day sack and like all of the books, especially the core book with about 4 pages of rules in it.
Yeah.
But does double up as a weapon, you know, if anyone ever attacks you. You've got a stab-through vest. You can also hit them with your core book.
Instead of body armor, I just wear books.
There is some like fantastic like artwork and stories and stuff
true.
inside the core book.
You really miss out
I
on
would
that.
buy that. I'll buy that book for that, and I like to hold something that's not a computer screen.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess, yeah.
I mean, for me, like the band screen time.
Oh, I live on my screen time. Is on my work is on this
Yeah.
thing. Like my screen time is something
Draw on
like
it.
12 hours a day. It's gross.
Yeah, so for me, like it's like an escape from like screen time, like from work Facebook group. From,
Oh yeah. I mean, my
work
social
hours.
media time is low. I
Yeah.
spend like maybe an hour. So what's that? I haven't. paid
so
attention for a
Sonny's
bit.
Graveguard are fighting the Mangler at the top right here.
Where's
Because
the other
they've got
manga
it screened
gone?
out. Obviously, they've still got to hit those fanatics back with his skellies. So centre one has just then bounced away. So Andy's going to hold that centre objective now. Dave's been sensible, but he's got no attrition now, no way to bring whole units back.
Yeah,
He can
still
do
got the
some
Star Wars
healing.
to come on.
Yeah. And he can look at bringing those on at the bottom corners, can't he?
Yeah.
But I can only really see Dave maximum scoring 3, maybe 4 victory points in his turn.
2, 4. Yeah, it's 4.
No, you only get 1 for the singles.
Yeah.
It's not that, we haven't moved into Dave's turn yet, but you only get 1 for the singles, but he might get the bottom one
He'll
and
get,
the top.
he'll get the bottom 2.
Yeah,
From the Star
but
Wars.
they'll only count as singles.
Really?
So 1 will count as 3. So on the left-hand side of the screen, if he gets that, then he'll hold both and he'll get 3 there. But on the right-hand side, I'm assuming those grots have all
I
the skellies.
assumed if you got the ones in the alternative person's objective, they'd be worth more.
No. It's only if you
Why?
hold the one in yours and the one directly opposite.
Oh yeah, it's channels, isn't it? Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. All right. Okay.
But I mean, we got new battle plans coming.
More battle plans.
No, so it's down to 12.
What do you mean?
So they've scrapped some.
Oh, cool. Oh, good. There's too many.
No, I think 18 was a sweet spot. I enjoyed 18, so hopefully in
It's a weird number to roll
2021
for.
we'll go D3 and then
Yeah.
D6.
Yeah.
So hopefully they bring that, add 6 more into the next one. But what they've done is get rid of like relocation orb. It's not fair for Tawny.
Yeah, relocate. I like it because it's.
I like it 'cause it's a fun game.
Yeah, and it's
But
just
it's
sort of like
not a tournament game.
it's hard. You just don't plan. The way you play relocation orb is just smash.
Different tricks for different armies, but yeah, it all like whoever won that was down to who won certain priority rolls. And
This one here.
No,
Relocation orb.
relocation orb.
Well, yeah, not just priority. Well, yeah, because it's.
If your partner makes you go first every time, if your opponent makes you go first every time, you've got a chance to score a maximum of 5, and
Yeah.
they only need to score it twice, and they've beaten you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Dave just piling in his skellies now. He's going to punt some attacks back into those fanatics. It looks like the Mangler didn't really do anything to the 10 Graveguard at the top.
No, it didn't.
And I'm wondering whether or not Dave can pile enough skellies. He hasn't really moved them, but I'm wondering if he outnumbers the grots on the top right hand objective or not.
Yeah, they didn't seem to move very far, those grots. Oh, they just moved, they didn't run.
Yeah, they didn't charge.
Yeah, they didn't charge. I'd have ran them.
Yeah, just put them 3 inches away. But then, obviously, Dave's in combat, so if they're 3 inches away, he needs 4 inches to be able to hit him. So he needs to be 4 inches away. Because piling towards the nearest enemy. 5 saves on the Fanatics. What's it? 5 dead Fanatics. Oh, 1 alive.
I love Fanatics. Because people like the way they hit, people expect them to be like hard to get rid of. No.
1 wound and a 6 up save.
Yeah, beautiful. I love them so much, and the models are amazing.
But they're bravery 10. I think Skellies might have a debuff to bravery.
Maybe.
Let's have a little look.
Well, he's lost 4, so he can't fail at the moment.
Can't fail unless they've got a debuff. I like that. Still called Skeleton Warriors. Love it. Simple, stupid. Yep, so they are at -1 bravery from the Skellies if that standard bearer is within range. So on a 6. Oh, and Andy rolled a 6. Goodbye.
Spooky boys.
Yeah. There's Andy up to 12 victory points. So those grots do outnumber the Skellies on that objective. And Dave moaning that his Vampire Lord is dead. That's a proper grot laugh right there.
I am grot through and through. I think if at next tournament I go to, I need to find a black pointed hood.
You just go full grot. You're too tall, mate. You'll have to walk around on your knees all day.
I'll get
knee pads. I mean,
so those sneaky goblins just came in the back.
Yeah.
Boom.
You didn't get anyone to say sneaky goblins, did you?
Yeah, I think I need to explain this though. What I like to do at tournaments is play little like mind games with people. And the game that me and Tim played is you tried to get people to say blood for the blood god, and I tried to get people to say sneaky goblins. I didn't get anyone to say it.
I think I only managed it because the person was playing had Khorne.
Oh really?
I ended up with Khorne v Khorne, and then the guy on the table next to us was playing Khorne, and that was his tables. No, not at the top. It was only when I took that 1 loss and I dropped down.
No, but like generally there was like 4 Khorne players top 20. I remember at one point I came over and there was like 5 Khorne players top 10.
Yeah.
I was like, what? This doesn't matter.
I think all Khorne was like 4-1. But there's a load of Khorne at the bottom tables as well.
Yeah,
it's popular army, isn't it?
It's true. Khorne Chaos generally is just one of the most popular armies, and Khorne particularly.
There's only Khorne without tyrants and Gore Pilgrims though.
Yeah. Most people just take fucking 3 Bloodthirsters.
Yeah, most people just take Gore Pilgrims and tyrants, and it's a crutch to play that list. It's like, okay, that's simple. Let's try and play something a bit more difficult, like Shed Load of Blood Crushers.
Oh, I love Blood Crushers though. That's sick.
I've been running like 18. Skull Crushers are cool as well.
Which ones are those ones?
The mortal version. So I've got 18 Blood Crushers down here today, and then I got 12 Skull Crushers at home.
I prefer the Blood Crushers. They're just demons on demons.
13 out of 18 painted.
Nearly.
Siri just put 13 out of 18. Let me just go. Ladies, we're just going to open up about 12.
Yeah, good. It's ups and downs. It's been played different. Yeah, it's been on the priority rolls a lot, which is always fun.
We just went over to check Andy's priority dice wasn't weighted.
I had that actually.
He's got 6 different ones, one for each number.
That's actually my first game I did against Dave. I was convinced we both had luck because we rolled for the first for deployment. We rolled, which would have been total 12 sixes. So we rolled 6 sixes each in a row, and I was like, bro.
Well, I bet David wish he'd rolled a 6 today.
Yeah.
That's my own fault for forgetting about Hannah Gork. That's what did me in.
So he opened it,
Did
but
you
he
forget?
just
Did you
forgot
forget?
about it.
Oh,
Kind of. I thought the Fanatics were in the big unit.
Ah.
but you knew that halfway through the game.
I thought the fact that my direwolves were off the board would stop him from going for it.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough.
I didn't think it was. Yeah.
So Dave just said that he forgot about the hand of Gork. We moved into his turn, but he stacked up these CPs for nothing.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so he stacked those CPs up to bring units back when they get wiped out. He's going full Leroy now.
Leroy cheeky.
Yeah, they should just slam it in, have
That's
some
what
fun, roll it
I
out.
do at this point in the game.
I mean, like tactically. Oh yeah, he's going to bring on some wolves at some point, I assume.
It's
He's going to bring them on everywhere. It could be closer than you think.
yeah. I wouldn't have given up as Dave, not at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't give up in a tourney in this situation, but it'd be a very difficult one to bring back.
Well, I mean, Andy.
I mean, he's got no real punch to take out these manglers.
No. And those manglers can fucking fly around the board
Yeah.
now. Especially fight another day boy.
Yeah.
I think Andy played this really well, keeping all his stuff in reserve. He kept all his hammers in reserve and then just threw them out all at once. Waited
It
for
was
his
just like
openings.
Fanatics everywhere. Kept them protected. Dave didn't have a way to get over the
Essentially just waited for Dave to make a mistake. And that mistake
Yeah.
was,
leaving his general open.
yeah.
The general's the most important part of this army. It's just there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and then obviously then they failed that first charge, and then Dave had a opportunity if the dice were nice to
Yeah.
him to recover from that mistake, and he wasn't able to.
Yeah,
The-
obviously if you
The moon shined well on Grots of the day. I think that's the best thing about this game is you can just talk about it so much because it's so much is just based in just random.
yeah. As you can see,
about
Dave
what
has
ifs
put
forever.
on direwolves everywhere. Rolls
Double
a double
one.
one for a charge. But he knows those skellies are going to go an automatic 6 anyway, so he's not particularly worried about
Skellies are locked, aren't they? No, different unit.
that. Yeah. Does he want to stay 3 away from this? No, he's gone, fuck it.
No, that means they're dead.
Yeah.
Those direwolves just die immediately.
But he knows his skellies are automatically going to go 6.
Oh, so David spent his command points on things that I'm not aware of.
Yep.
Oh, he spent it on Fighting Face or something.
Let's update that.
I love command points. Having resource management in a game makes you feel like you're somehow in control of the dice a little bit.
Yeah.
So it allows you to sort of like have an impact on the dice without having anything guaranteed.
Yeah. 100%.
Resource management is a lot of fun.
He's obviously failed all his charges with all his direwolves everywhere. So he is only going to score.
Yeah, this is game now.
Yeah, this is battle round 3.
Yeah, but you can't come back from this.
I'm a little slow. It was much better done when Dave was here. He was all over the computer updates.
Oh, I'm not touching it.
And I'm just like,
I just watched that little voice thing going up and down to make sure I'm not talking too loud.
yeah, I mean, we've got like the world's cheapest setup.
Yeah, good.
£40 webcam, stolen Tom's microphone and Tom's stand.
Tom.
Stormcast Tom.
Oh yeah.
We've
Why
got.
does he have a microphone?
I don't know. We've got another one over there. Well, I looked after it. He lent it to us for Beachhead,
Okay,
and
yeah.
then I said I'll look after it. And the other ones, give it back to him.
No sound.
But he's all for the hobby.
Yeah, Tom's a great guy. Good egg.
He's getting excited that all his Stormcast are getting point drops.
Good. Yeah, Stormcast fell out a bit, didn't they?
Yeah.
They should really. Stormcast and Slaves to Darkness should be the strongest armies.
No, Slave Starman's pretty strong.
Marauders are strong.
Yeah, Marauders are strong.
The-
They've got some cool stuff. Bellicle's strong. Archon's strong.
Yeah. But the bloke, the Slaves to Darkness warriors, should be.
Yeah. Oh, Chaos
hammer.
Warriors.
Yeah, the Chaos Warriors should be like. They look nails, and they should be nails. They just, the rules let them down there. Because unfortunately, that's one of the few times I think that the rules of an army would put me off buying it, because they just don't. They look amazing, but the warriors just don't perform like they should.
No, 100% they don't. But I'm sure you can be sneaky with them. Right, a couple of blocks of 20 inside a Plague Touch Warband.
Yeah.
So when your opponent wounds you on a 6, you're doing more wounds back. I mean,
One.
I know that works. Yeah. No, 1 per 6 on the wound.
Yeah. But it used to be mad, didn't it?
I know, that's because that was the Nurgle Demon Prince.
Yeah.
They nerfed that, but they nerfed that to unusable. So
Yeah,
it went
but-
from
Stupid.
super strong,
Yeah.
super strong, to now it's unusable because your opponent has to roll a 6 to hit you to do one lot of D3. So they just should have made, whereas before every 6 was D3.
Yeah.
And what they needed to do was in the middle, every 6 was 1 mortal wound.
Yeah.
And then because it's command points, you don't generate many. You can start with more into spoilers. As you can tell, we've gone for the assumption that the Gloomspite have crushed this now,
Yeah.
which is quite surprising because
the whole game,
way we
yeah.
thought that's it, Dave's won.
Yeah. Andy played this really, really well.
Oh, and also got really lucky. That priority roll.
Yeah, he got unlucky though as well with that,
yeah.
first charge from the Fanatics. He had slightly more than a 50% chance, and he failed it. But they had to come back.
And then and Dave just forgetting about Hand of Gork.
I feel like it wasn't a massive forget. It was a small error, which
small
didn't
error.
seem very important at the time, and he would have been able to recover from it had that charge, had that second priority not gone through. He forgot about the teleport on one character.
Yeah.
He might have been scared about the Manglers jumping in.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So he really was,
I don't know. So I mean, like you said, Manglers can sometimes put out a massive amount of damage, and sometimes they're just nothing.
Yeah. A Mangler is more reliable than Fight Fanatics.
Do you think?
Yeah, because it has two scary attacks. It has its bite, which is 3 attacks, which does D6 damage, and then it's got balls and chains that have a +1 to hit, which are essentially Fanatics.
Yeah.
So it's
Well, we'll probably call that one there, but I think Dave is only going to score 1, 2.
they called it. Yeah.
Little COVID fist pump. Well, cheers for watching, guys. If you managed our not so tactical insight.
Oh, what did we mainly talk about? I mainly complained about how models aren't. That the aesthetic of a model should have matched its rules.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. As you see, Ant's a law fan. I'm quite a law fan. I get stressed out if something doesn't fit the law.
I don't care about how balanced and unbalanced things are, really. I feel like a Chaos Warrior should just smash.
A Marauder.
And then a Marauder should just be awful.
Like a Reaver.
Like
in a corner army, like a Reaver. That's what a Marauder should be.
I mean, I get annoyed at my own army sometimes when I buff loads of Grots up and I'm like, that too strong.
Too strong.
Too strong. Grots should be shit. when you put
but then you'd have to paint more Grots, mate.
There'd
be less
I hate
voids.
painting Grots.
Right, cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this, our second battle rep. We'll, as you see, we made a couple of little improvements, and hopefully we'll make some more as we go along. And we'll do our best we can.